welcome back to Roll Call.
Roll Call.
I didn't feel enough from that one. There we go, much better. I was about to be like, do you guys want to be put back on that boat? I'll put you back on that boat.
No,
I mean, I would. No more boat.
Please, no more boat. We're done with the boat for now.
Cast fireball. On the boat.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Super excited to be back in action without taking an extended break for any reason. I am excited to see what you all do while you are now back on some terra firma, as it were. But before we get into that in our recap, I will pass it way across the table, because as you see, we're not all in the same room as we normally, or three of us normally. So I'll pass it way over the way.
No.
To the unmasked individual.
I mean, hold on. I gotta put on my mask. I am Chad Dad, the superhero from the Tristin Sanity stream.
Oh my god, I love your work. Way to punch people to death.
I know, that's what I do good at. So last week we played D&D. That video went up on YouTube on Monday.
Monday, you say?
Indeed, which brings us to today where we're playing more D&D.
You sure?
I know, more. I mean, I hope so. We'll see what happens. So then this video will go up on YouTube on Monday. Yeah, we don't have anything. That's right. Because it is the 3rd. That's right. So if you want more than just D&D, hey, Skye, what else can they check out?
Tomorrow night, over on the RPG table, if you want to check out Chicago by Night, as we go live playing some fucked up, stupid college-age fledglings.
Yay!
Be a good time. But also, over there tomorrow night, you can check out special guest Fenwick Alcester, who's joining us from the DC by Night cast. As his character Lucian comes into town and maybe does some fucky shit. I don't know. Maybe releases Malkav into the Chicago Madness Network. You know, just it's fine. Next weekend, though, normally on Sundays we do DC by Night, but we are still on our break due to technical issues. But next week we are looking to come back with DC by Night Season 2, Crypts of the Commonwealth.
Not this Sunday, but the next Sunday.
Next Sunday. Not this one. Next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just verifying. Because that's why I didn't say anything. I was like, wait, it's not this
That's
week.
why I
it's
said not
week.
this Sunday. That's why I said
next Sunday.
the next Sunday. The next Sunday.
All the
Wait, hold on. You keep adding more
Sundays.
nexes, and now I'm confused.
Well,
which
keep up.
Sunday is it?
Tomorrow.
Focus, Brandon. Think, Brandon. Mustache. Think, Mark.
Thank you. Anything else from the Peanut Gallery?
Oh, I'm doing my stream anniversary on Monday. I just found out yesterday. I'm gonna do a stream anniversary stream on Monday. Woo!
Sick. Okay, cool. Good to
Had
know.
no idea. Twitch is like, oh hey, just so you know, like.
Fair enough.
All right.
Oh, tomorrow I'm streaming Yakuza Infinite Dragon. Oh, or you know what? Wait, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. This is fine. So if you want to see me beat up homeless people in suits with like Hitachis, stop by. Twitch.tv/Stardust_Shimmer.
I mean, I have to at this point. You said homeless people wearing suits that you beat up for money.
Homeless people and suits and
You got me at
corporate suits.
Yakuza. and I was
Everybody.
Like, never played. I want to play.
I've seen clips of Yakuza and it seems batshit.
It is.
That's why I want to play it.
They got Mario Kart. It's great.
Wait, what?
I don't believe they have
And
Mario
Pokemon.
Kart. I don't believe that.
What's Mario Kart in Japanese?
It's called Tsuchimon. And,
Okay.
and
That related to
something
Pokemon?
card.
While I'm also seeing it and thinking about it, because we haven't talked about it in a while, we are always still continuing to raise money for the Trevor Project. It's one of the buttons we have, and I'm like, oh wait, that's a thing. So yeah, again, as a LGBTQ plus members and allies and all that stuff here at Roll Call, we continue to raise money for them. I think we have a goal of 500 right now. We're halfway there, so.
Halfway there.
I know. We haven't talked about it in a while. I was like, hey, there's a button here for this.
Yeah. So there should be a donate to charity button, and hit that button and donate money to charity. Okay. Is everyone ready? Let's get back into it then. As we go back into the world of Lapleer and our Slivers of Fate campaign. Splat. Just like that. That's what I want the sound effect to be. Whenever we did the transition, it's just.
I'll record it. I got you.
Thank you. I need the best, crispest audio you can get for that.
I'll add reverb.
Thanks. So, where we last left off, our Order of Tarts, our heroic beings, found themselves in the middle of a storm, a magic bomb going off, an attack on the ship, and a visit from a very, very, very special individual. One pink tiefling, or that is how she presents herself to you all, who you had seen throughout your travels, either in glances or, for I do believe one of you now at this point had a conversation with her. After talking with her, you learned quite a bit more about her, and that she is, or as she claims to be, the primordial mother of this plane of existence, a being that existed before time itself, before everything on this material plane, and wants to bring back that natural order back to the world at large. She does not see herself a god. She only sees herself a mother, and wants to make sure that things are as they should be. You also learn that she had 4 children, and those 4 children are what you all would refer to today as the Slivers. You all had a very tense conversation with her as you learned this before she took the book that she came to get and bid you farewell and dusted off as flower petals into the wind. You all had some time to reflect, recharge, recover as you continued along your journey, heading to Polnaret, where you were about to make port. We ended our session with the day that you were arriving into port. So you are not arriving just yet, but you will be arriving within about 6 hours. So if there's anything you guys need to do or wrap up while on the ship before you disembark, now is your time. Oh, also everyone leveled up. Just so the viewers at home know, everyone, after getting the shit emotionally rocked out of them, leveled up. So, the day is yours.
Oh wait, no, I did pay. Feel like we should meet as a group and discuss what our plan is here.
Yeah, I agree.
No.
All right, let's bring breakfast back to the rooms because I'm hungry.
Okay, you can do that. You can definitely get some breakfast and bring it back to your rooms.
Bigger. Or the captain's thing. You
Yeah,
guys wanna do
you
an our
would
room or
have-
the captain's thing?
Hmm?
I said they want to do it in our rooms or the captain's room.
Why would we?
Because he
I was
has
just
it
saying, 'cause
warded.
It's worded, it's bigger. He might be able to give us insight if we need it. I don't know.
I mean, if your dad is okay with that.
Are you guys okay with it? Because it's also like, I don't want to say personal stuff. Some of it's personal stuff. A lot's happened.
I mean,
Understatement.
there may be a time where we, talk about things that we can't say to others. So
I can
unless
ask if we could just use this room and he doesn't have to be in there.
sure.
How does everybody else feel? I was waiting for other input.
Yeah, I mean, John's cool with that.
Okay. Just because I'm a little confused as to like where are we gonna, what are we doing now?
Okay. You go to your father's quarters, Typhoon.
Is he there?
He is.
Okay. So much has happened. I don't even know how to address him anymore.
Hey, Dad.
Papa! I probably would jokingly like mess with him also just to kind of like just make things seem easy, especially with it being the last day and trying to set a little bit mind at ease for him. You know what I mean? To like show that like I'll be okay. So I will like probably do joking like papa type of thing and just like, hey.
Oh, hey, where are me boyo at?
How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah,
I didn't sleep a wink last night. I was trying to think if there was a way for us to still get paid. We have most of the goods, so theoretically we should get a decent sum. But
I mean,
there
you're
we
only
did
missing 25% of the books. In theory, you should at least get 75% of the payment.
25% of the books, 75% of the reason we did the trip.
Yeah, I think interest for them not telling you that it's a death book.
Death book?
Like it caused death, basically. I don't know if it's an actual death book. It just caused a lot of death.
Just like the death sword, the death gun, the death.
I say he'll look down at his weapons and be like, I mean, your logic might be a little skewed on that one, but
I don't know the actual name of the book. I just the Deadly book. How about that? Then that's okay. You know what I mean? Stop playing games with me.
What'd you need?
Is it possible we could use your room to have a private conversation with like no I almost said prying eyes, but the ear is more so is what I'm worried about.
Oh, of course. Let me just grab a few things and the room will be yours. I will need back in about an hour though.
Oh no, that's plenty of time. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Sorry about that.
Thank you.
Don't be, it's fine. Literally, my house is literally yours. Points to Typhoon.
I know. And then I look over to an area where I marked my name, and then another area where I just wrote penis.
Another area where there's an actual penis drawn.
I was thinking it. I just didn't want to say it.
Another area where Captain Squall wrote penis, except for much nicer.
Like, damn it, I still can't do that. My handwriting's
Calligraphy.
He carved it in with
absolute
cursive.
Garbage.
Just Zorro'd that shit.
That's what I was thinking. Like, he was just all finesse. Mine was like,
100%
hand
would be
grasp
finesse.
with the knife, just dig into it. Exactly. That's
Okay.
exactly how mine would be.
So you all enter the room. He will, well, as he leaves, he will take this piece of wood and turn it in the door frame so it completes like a line of runes. And as he closes the door, they will light up.
Nifty.
Sorry, hold on.
The room is yours.
Excuse me. Sorry, I was
First
burping.
off, I don't think I got the chance to say this yet, but thanks, John, for figuring out the shit that was going to send us all to the bottom of the astral sea.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to thank you two for like saving all
Figuring
of us.
that all out.
You're welcome, I guess.
As a reward, you get to stab Ty. It's only fair.
Fine.
Ty was like, I accept this punishment.
Because Ty feels really bad about it all. Because
I
his
don't
mind says, like, if I was better, I
think-
wouldn't have gotten caught.
I don't think that that's necessary.
Damn. All right, fair enough.
I mean, I feel like if John were to stab anybody, it'd probably be me. I should have. I don't know what I was thinking. I took the book and just ran, or the amulet and just ran because I feel bad for not helping you.
I told you to run because
think
I
I
didn't
remember that.
want the entire ship to explode. One person versus an entire ship. Basic arithmetic.
Yeah, the whole
So teamwork, maybe.
railroad question, right? Or the trolley question.
Oh, the ethics thing.
The train question, yes.
Yes. Also, I only heard about it from others, but I apologize to John for getting doppelganged. And then them stabbing you, and it seeming like I stabbed you, but it really wasn't me, it was them. There's been a lot of stabbing by me going on, and I feel bad because it's never really my fault. I'm trying to stab. I'm not trying to do that. Things happen. So I feel bad to
I
John,
just make eye
especially.
contact with Ty and just go,
I just wanted to see he notices, but then he's gonna go into like, I know we aren't like super close, so like he probably wouldn't think on if I got doppelganged.
just
but
a
I also
hand
think,
comes
like, we
over
should
and just
probably,
covers
like-
Typhoon's mouth. just it's like, I'm so glad we got that off our shoulders. All right.
Do we need to child-proof everything for time?
I'm just gonna end up with like my hands on both of their mouths. just one
John
on
will just
Teresa's.
like nod to Dragonheart, like fucking thanks.
So
all right.
we're coming ashore soon. We should talk. Can I put my hands down? You guys are gonna keep talking.
Yeah, okay.
No,
I'm
okay. Okay. So we're coming ashore, and yes, we need to figure out what we're gonna do next. We're back on what, Saluna? Is that where we're at again?
Yeah.
You're getting ready to, yes, Polnaret.
Okay.
It is one of these southern cities. It'll be the most south you guys have gone on Saluna.
We're in the Luna of the Saluna. No, or is it the opposite?
Wait, there's
Yes, I see you pulling around.
Well,
a boat nearby.
we're back here, and I'm going to be real honest with you. Now that we're back here, I have a goal, and I've made this goal very clear, and I want this to be the primary goal here. We need to, first off, we now know someone who caused Rin's death, which that is now a much bigger problem than I thought it was going to be. 2, when we left, there were doppelgangers, and then we just ran into another fucking one. So clearly, tragic. It's the no cursing. I'm gonna fucking swear.
This is Bull Beep.
But now that we're here, the doppelgangers are going to be an issue. So we're going to need to start doing some research to see if they are still around and still causing chaos under our faces. And then we're going to need to find them. And that could take some
Great.
time, but I want us all on the same page that is the next goal.
Honestly,
That is the next step. I
figure out
agree.
if there's a way to tell like the difference between a doppelganger and the real person, or to undoppelganger. Like maybe there's I don't know, some type of substance or something, or chemical reaction that makes them turn back to their general state. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, some of it's going to come down to figuring out what kind of doppelgangers these are. Is this like a magical version? Is this a creature that is doppelganging?
That's fair.
It's one of those things. Because if it's like it could be something as simple as putting on a mark under something where they don't see it, if they only take the appearance that they last saw. So, like, for example, if I put a brand on the back of my hand, then wrap up
But
my hand, will they...
there's an issue with that because the one who took me, like, put something on my head and took my memories too. Not like stole them, but like
Right. That's why I'm saying we have to
Add
figure out
my-
what kind it is.
Okay, I get what you mean now. Yeah.
Because we're talking about either doppelganger creatures, like skinwalkers or stuff like that, or is this like a disguised self kind of situation?
Hey,
When you went
Brandon.
to the library.
DM.
Yes.
As I am have a past in subterfuge and whatnot, what I know of, thinking back to what I know about mimicry and the such, and thinking to what we have encountered thus far, is there anything that clicks?
In the sense of something like in what aspect? Because so far, only thing that's been said has been truth. There are magical regions of doing things. There are unmagical. Like, what are you trying to parse with that?
I'm trying to narrow it down the tells, the shit that we've heard, the shit that we've seen,
It's
might
like
be a
there's
bit of a
spec-
stretch.
You're
but
asking if like there's a specific group or
Yeah.
something you know of?
yeah.
With your background and the scope of what it is, that wouldn't really pertain to this.
Okay.
You can surmise that the individuals pretending to be you, excuse me, don't have the ability to. I mean, they like you've learned in the past, they don't have the ability to perfectly mimic you guys. There are still differences, even when they're acting as
Right.
you.
They
Right,
don't.
like they were using the wrong element when they were doing me to start with.
Yes.
I think too, learning more about like the Queen of Truth and everything will help a little bit because the doppelganger that like doppelganged me was obviously serving some cult or whatever, that was under her in a sense. Who knows if these other doppelgangers might also be causing this so-called chaos amongst the world, but by being us, because I guess for some odd reason we're her center focus. I don't get that part as to why, but that might be why there are doppelgangers of us. She might be the cause of it.
The bottom line, there is a lot of research. As far as your point of why we're the center of focus, I think if you really think about it, we are each an element of a certain chaos brought together. John is a mixture of both this realm and the next. You're born of the astral sea. I'm connected to a primordial dragon. Teresa is Teresa. Claw is connected to the dragon. Nariana, I mean, is very much even just essentially part of this almost the the twilight that shrouds this entire continent. We're each very like you can make that argument for anything, but as far as that point, I can have some theories of that, but research is going to be the biggest thing here. We're going to need to when we get ashore. I think our plan is to first get our land legs, find somewhere to stay. There's bounty boards and stuff like that. We're asking around the bar, listening to rumors are always going to be big things. How people react to us is going to be a big thing.
As far as we know, our original bounty is gone, though, right? From when we were first.
Our original one, but if there's doppelgangers
I'm saying the
running,
original, yeah.
But if there's doppelgangers running around with our faces causing shit, different bounties might arise.
I still think that they're connected to that bubble time space that we went to. I'm just saying. And like, if like the Slivers are her children, and then she's talking about how like, oh wait, shit, I wasn't there for that part. Did you guys tell me everything that happened when I wasn't there? About specifically Teresa fighting her?
I mean, it's been a little bit since then. We probably would have had time.
yeah,
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
We're under the assumption
Okay.
that you guys, unless it's specifically, unless it's something like John's brain dragon.
No. How like she's told Teresa that she used to fight with her daughter like this. So, but like her children are supposedly the Slivers. Like, so land doesn't move. Apparently, I don't know. So, okay, my thought is that means that there's some way to communicate, I guess, with Earth.
They're like an entity that like represents each of the slivers that she like.
Wish Claw was here. But that's when I would turn to Claw. Like, Claw, would you know anything about? Like, as a druid, do you know?
You can give me a history check.
Okay.
Technically, only John can give me a history check on talking to the Earth.
Okay.
Uh, 24.
With a 24, Typhoon talking about the Earth and everything that you have. I don't know if the player remembers this, but I know John for a fact would. Do you remember that old man that said he could talk to the earth, and John, you sensed a presence and something shifted in the earth?
Mm-hmm.
That as Typhoon is talking about talking to the earth and like that memory kind of surfaces a bit.
John thinks about that for a minute and is just sort of like, well, we're not on that sliver anymore. All right.
It's very fair.
Do you remember the man who talked to the rocks?
Wait, do you think he was actually talking to, like, he just wasn't insane, like he was talking to this?
No, something was actually there.
So we should go back later? I want to go back right now. I don't think.
If anything, it's
right
it's a point of contact we can reach back out to.
Yeah.
Well, we have less than an hour in this room. We need to.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry. I was gonna say, what if we send a letter to what was the dude's name at that town we were staying before when we left?
You gotta be more specific than that, my
Hold on.
guy.
And Brahm, the freaking like the mayor. I forgot his name.
John's father-in-law-esque character.
His name was.
You want me? Why send a letter when I could theoretically send a message?
No, I'm not talking about there. Oh yeah, you can send message. You know who I'm talking about? The mayor of Brahm. Because since the old guy was close to Brahm, if we really wanted to get in contact with him, like
The mayor of Brahm was Peach's father.
Yep.
Wellerman.
Wellerman Strong Hollow.
Yeah, John's father-in-law-esque
well,
character.
like not father,
you're
but
right.
my John's ex's father.
That's right.
I said
thought
father-in-law-esque.
Yeah.
Ish.
Because we can get him to look out for that person or ask about that person, or if we want to get information. I mean, that's just a way to contact if we needed information right away. I was just thinking.
I could try.
That's just an idea.
No guarantee.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
It is still the same man, so.
Yeah, trying to get him to do anything is pointless.
All right, but
I
again,
mean, if you want to explain, because honestly, I think whatever's going on in your sliver, I'm so sorry again. Teresa, it's probably because of the Chaos Lady. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, she did allude to Teresa's father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would also
She
assume...
probably set things in motion that
He might be
led him to
where he is.
the predicament that he's in.
I'm sorry, Dragonheart. Go ahead.
Which is making me so upset.
look, I get it. We just had to run in with a chaos deity, more or less, but we got to take one thing at a time here. That's not something that we can approach here and now, and we're not going to figure out how to battle that fight in this room at this time.
Even if we could figure out that, then why... I mean, can any of us even communicate with the Earth? Just looking at the people in the room.
That's what I was asking.
That me looks like.
I can't.
Claw would be like, I normally talk to living things, not so much dirt.
That's very fair.
That's fair. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
Look, right now we have to do the thing. How do you eat a loxodon? One bite at a time. So what we have to do is take
I guarantee Claw would
Just
look
like-
at you and go,
I'm sorry, my
eating a
boss is a
loxodon?
loxodon.
No,
My
it's a
old
phrase,
boss is a
all right?
loxodon.
First you
You'd
ate
be very
an elemental, now you eat a...
Look, you hang out in the desert long enough, some people are going to say some weird things. You pick
He
up some
lives
weird
in the de-
colloquialisms.
you eat dead people.
You mean to tell me there's not like one clan in the desert that would not eat stragglers who die in the middle of the desert?
You're 100% sure that you're not wrong at all. But still,
That doesn't let me
horrifying.
accept it any better though.
It's just a phrase. I'm not actually eating a loxodon. We got to do things one step at a time. Right now, the step is to get to shore, find a place to stay, see if we're already wanted for anything. If need be, we need to be prepared for things such as switching from Dragonheart to the Knoll, Teresa, we may want to switch into Displacer, so that as that identity and continue to form that
Absolutely.
as a way to keep you down and on the low. John, last I checked, you weren't a doppelganger, so we
No,
can.
that could have changed.
That could have
Yeah.
changed. Again, that's what I'm saying. We need to figure that out. If we're lucky, which we're not, we can hope that it's not. But getting a place to stay, finding out what we can from the town that we're in to give us any kind of idea of where to start heading, doing research. If we want to research Mother of Truth, what's her face, that's fine too. But again, one step at a time. So right now, get to shore, find a place to stay that we are not already wanted. Check bounty boards, work.
I
Just
might want to find some work here.
we can look for work just for some money to keep us going.
Yeah.
But we also just want to make sure that we're not already on the boards.
No, I'm saying like once we confirm like that, just as a side note, just to make sure we can stay at these ends.
Right.
Yeah. Or something. All right. Well, let's get everything, I guess, together, and then we'll approach the next step once we get to an end and then secure our safety.
All right.
I would also want to get this out. I know we're taking things one step at a time, so this is probably just something to keep in the back of our minds, but we've been. I feel like we've been dancing quite literally in the palm of her hand. Usually as a reaction to the shit that she's caused.
Mhm.
As a secondary thing, I feel like it may be prudent to try and find next plans. Next, like where she's gonna be, what's going to happen next. I mean, I don't know if we can do much about it, but knowing is half the battle, right?
An interesting premise. She is a primordial being of chaos, but sure, we'll try to
Could be anywhere.
predict her next step.
I mean, I was gonna say that she said she's literally everywhere.
She can be everywhere. Yeah, I
She
know.
might be
That's
listening right now. For
that's
all we
why
know.
saying no.
But no, I get you.
Take this with a grain of salt. I don't
Almost
I
be,
don't like being on the back
sporadic.
foot. I don't like having to be that reactionary. But
I mean, if going by her theory and your theory, Dragonheart, that we are these special, built from chaos people, then I don't know. I guess that means that we also have to have some fighting chance against everything going on,
yeah, I mean,
even if we don't see it ourselves.
if she didn't see us as some kind of nuisance to whatever she's planning, then she might as well just not interact with us at all. But she took the time out to introduce herself.
But I don't think she intentionally. Because didn't she say that she was going to aim for the ship whether we were on her or not? It's like by chance, which means that she doesn't know everything.
She
that's
wasn't
happening.
aiming for us. She was aiming for
For the
boat.
ship.
Yeah,
the
but
book, yeah.
she also took the time out to stay here, where she could have just poofed instead of,
Very true. Yeah.
Once
That does
again,
all-
primordial being of chaos, and in case you don't remember, you tried to beat the shit out of her for about 5 minutes and did absolutely nothing to her. So if you're saying that we're somehow special, or in some way consequential to her, I don't believe that to be true. I think if she wanted us to be wiped off the face of the planet, she could. But
And I agree, yeah.
I just got
that doesn't necessarily make us special in any way.
I'm just holding on to hope that, I guess, for some special reason, we are significant to her plan, which means maybe we can stop it. I'm gonna be real with you. I had a whole talk with my dad about this, and I didn't believe myself at all about it. But he thinks we can do it or do some shit, so I was like, all right, whatever.
Oh, I'm not saying we're not going to do nothing about it. I'm just saying that realistically.
I get you.
Anyways, that's my piece.
Well, let's start with the fights that we can see and
Right.
research the ones we can't. Right now, there's people out there that could possibly take using our identity for things that are not us and either causing more bounties or at the very minimum besmirching our names. So, one step at a time.
Right.
All right. So that's the plan. We will head to shore and at least start with getting somewhere to go and maybe looking for work. Agreed?
Agreed.
Got this.
All right.
Perfect. Also, I love the idea. This is my own head canon. That Dragonheart, you're like, someone could be out there, doing killing somebody and looking like one of us, or worse, besmirching my name as Dragonheart Jr. Like totally Hermione, like we could be killed or worse, expelled.
Or worse,
Yeah.
We could be killed or worse.
Someone could be dying, or at worst, being a villain.
I do want to stay back and just write a quick. I'm not gonna go into detail. A general letter to my father and everything, just kind of thanking him for everything, and just you know what I mean. Just not like a I'm a die goodbye, but until next time type of goodbye.
Yeah.
I'm throwing myself overboard.
And then I want to draw that Typhoon was here in a spot that I haven't done under his desk.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
That. One sec, I'll eat a chip. 38. Oh no, sorry, 28.
About to say
38.
I don't know
What's
where
your
I got
modifier?
What that level up do to you?
10. I don't know where I got another 10 from, bro.
I was literally opening up your character sheet after you said that to be like, the hell you mean?
I don't know
38?
where I got another 10. It was
Yeah,
a
didn't you
10.
know at level 8 I get double expertise?
It's a feat.
With the 28, you pull out a smaller knife. Probably one about this big that lives inside of another knife.
I think that's perfectly average.
Yeah. Well,
Some would say.
as
Some
long
would
as
say,
you can do the
it's too
motion over
much.
in the ocean. Oh my
Some
god.
would say it's too much of a knife.
It's too big of a knife.
Oh
But
my
you
God.
take it out and you deftly write that in a very nice way, kind of mirroring your father's way.
I've grown up so much. And that is my exit.
And you leave.
Do we pass the captain on the way out?
I mean, on the way, immediately leaving, if you guys are staying there for the whole hour, let's say, to go through exact plans on stuff, then yeah, we can say that.
All right. If I can, I'd take, just to ask him a quick question.
Sure, hit me with it. What do you need?
I don't want to impede anymore on your hospitality. You've been very caring and very accommodating for, I know we have been very fortunate due to our company gesturing towards Typhoon as he walks away.
Huh?
Not you.
Okay.
He'll slap you on the shoulder and say that you've kept my boy alive. You can drop the formalities. What do you need?
Yeah. In your travels, have you come across anything that may be described as the bones of a dragon?
First roll for me of the night.
Look, I got to keep you on your toes. You gave me
He will take a minute as Teresa disappears from reality.
Well, she's been kidnapped. Great.
He will take a minute to really think and ponder. I think I have seen some. We might have some here on the ship. They're in Cloud Eyes' room. But I'm sure we can let you have a look.
Okay. I will. I know you need your room. I will seek.
I'll send him a message. One moment.
Okay.
You'll just see him kind of look at the ship, point his finger. Cloud Eyes,
I love that.
Dragonheart will be coming down to see you for a minute. If you can prepare yourself, he would like to see some of the dragon bones you have. Yeah, fuck you too.
Gone are the
That's
days
how we
of
say
like
we
the,
love each other.
I figured.
I
Gone
love
are the
this
days
shit.
of like the ships that have like the tube and the can.
I was thinking that earlier.
I was so thrown off by the random growling that I heard in my ear because I'm not.
Oh yeah, you're gonna hear that every time someone does something alert. Yeah, that's for the sub. It's for
I
subs.
thought you just.
Hey, thanks for the subscription, Bacon. It just threw me. I was just like, it's like that's how we told each other we love each other.
Wow, dragon shit sure is everywhere.
It's because I'm on the streaming PC. It's throwing me off. I appreciate. I will head down that way.
So, anything else for anyone before we do that? If there's anything.
I think that's it for me.
Okay. Then you head down to Cloud Eyes' room. As per usual, TARDIS rules are in effect.
It's bigger on the inside.
Yep. It has a garden in there.
Fair.
You go in and you will see he opens the door for you, like he's at his desk, opening the door. He is in much relatively compared to his babbling nonsense he was days after the encounter with the Queen of Truth. He is currently a little more, he still has a few things where he's like but he has a lot more composure to him, and he is writing something down. You will see a thrown together cot and some clothes and things of Seafoam's sister. She is staying here with him, so she could be observed and not in any threat.
Right. Fair enough.
But she is not in the room right now. No. Oh, what can I do you for?
So the captain said that you may have a collection of what may be dragon bones. Would that happen to be true?
Aye.
I have been assembling pieces of a particular skeleton, and I searched high and low, and as a crew as eclectic as this, I had to check to see if possibly pieces were here.
Feel free to have a look at my collection. Third drawer down, pull it out, and then keep pulling.
Fair enough. Is this like
You'll see what I mean.
The Bruce Almighty moment? Just...
That's what I was thinking.
Kind of, not so much the full thing. What happens is as you pull it, there's a moment where it stops and clicks. And as you pull it, it seems to like pull the wall forward a little bit as an opening. There's still the drawer that you're at, but a doorway opens up and there are larger bones up on the wall.
If we get a base of operations, can he design my room?
If you get a base of operations right now, you currently have two people that you guys have said you want to do stuff with. There is him, and then a certain other magical being that Rin is related to. Her uncle, with all his.
Yeah,
kids.
can we get them to just collaborate?
Yo, it's the collab of the century.
They make a great business.
And then Teresa's dad gets involved, and then
Oh my god, bro!
It makes everything mechanical. Overly
That's too much
complicated
power.
mechanics.
Look, if you guys get to that point where this is all possible, definitely 100% go for it. I'd let you do it. You just is that the main question now? Pimp my mansion.
No, MTV Cribs, duh. I'm kidding.
Okay. So as you look up, I need you to give me a perception.
Perception.
I knew you were gonna do that.
That is 22.
With a 22, you're looking around. Some of these bones are definitely not the correct one. They're either way too small, or they're not resonating at all when you go over to them. And you kind of have to like semi-metal detect your way through this.
Yeah.
Kind of key detect.
Yep.
You're just going through, passing your hand, reaching out, and you find a fairly decent size, about this big piece. It appears to be another part of the claw.
Mm-hmm.
As you get close to it, it kind of begins to glow and resonate you with you a little bit, kind of shimmering with that rainbow wave of colors.
It's almost like an oil slick kind of a thing.
Kind of, yes.
Well, this could definitely be one of them. Not many bones react to me like this.
You also find 2 more that react.
Oh, shit.
They're much smaller. They are like kind of like tips of fingers.
Mm-hmm.
They're like the tips of the claws. So you're getting much closer to having a somewhat constructed dragon claw.
Tell me, my friend, what would it cost for me to possibly take some of this collection?
Well, probably something of equal value to me would be some information. Could be just a fuck ton of gold. I suppose I could give you a discount, since you did prove yourself worthy of the crew, and you kind of helped save us a little bit. So, what do you got? Why do you want them?
I'm collecting fragments of a dragon that is connected to me. You've seen me be fire breather.
Mm-hmm.
Because of this connection, I have these abilities. I guess I am trying to continue to understand fully why I've started to become this and where it's going. And if things are to be believed with the information I've continued to gather, it is important and may affect the fate of the realm.
Oh, you're dropping the fate of the realm on me now, are you?
Oh, I mean, I could just be dramatic, or, again, like I said, if things are to be believed.
Well, it's hard to deny what you're saying because of the Queen of Truth.
And as he says that, he's just going to like not 1,000-yard stare, 10,000-yard stare, just looking down through the ship.
All right. How about this? I'll give them to you. Next time I'm in Dryota,
Mm-hmm.
you let your dad know I get a free show. And I want something signed.
Of course.
Also, if you don't need the full, if there's some remnants or anything you don't need after you do whatever you're doing, if you just give them back, that'd be great.
Return to the collection, absolutely.
If possible. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Can't say I do either. It's a learning process.
Great, you're doing great.
Hey, look, I found a couple already, so I'm on the right path, it seems. And the more I've gathered, the more I've begun to understand more. And he'll kind of move, like he'll hold up his like whole hand. There'll be like flame. Frost will start to form one, and then just a little bit of sparking on his ring finger. I don't have control of all of them, but the more I gather, the more I begin to understand more.
All right. Well then, feel free to take them. Do you have a thing to put them in? It's kind of big.
The smaller ones I can put in my bag. The large one I don't think is going to fit in my bag. Or at least not this
like
one.
a bag of holding?
I don't think anyone in our group does have a bag of holding, do they? And
Not that I know of.
no. No, unfortunately, we've been a little down on the monies and how do I say this?
Broke.
We're broke. We've been broke.
All right. Uncle Cloud Eyes got ya.
Yeah,
it clutch.
Guilt trip, guilt trip, guilt trip.
It would
Remember
be
that
pretty
time?
stupid of me to give you part of my collection if you didn't have a way to, stop people from seeing it.
That's a valid point.
He'll dig through. He'll open up just a regular drawer, because we all know if you put something inside of something, it would explode. So he opens up a regular drawer.
That's true.
It's one of those deep magazine file drawers, so it's got kind of like a bin. He will pull out a few different bags, ranging in size. He'll look over at you. For the last time, since you have a bro connection with the crew, roll for bro. I will let you know Cloud Eyes only gets a +1 for bro.
All right.
Never mind. Don't worry about it. I rolled a 20.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
He'll look at you, just think to himself, and he'll look back down. If you're building a fucking dragon skeleton, you're probably gonna need a big one. Go ahead and add the biggest bag of holding. I don't know if there's different size. I can't remember if there's different sizes. I'm pretty sure there are, or I
There's
will.
a handy haversack.
Whatever the biggest bag.
I'll have to look it up.
I got it. You keep doing your
Duffel
thing.
bag of holding.
Yeah, I was gonna say big bag of holding. I don't know.
Giant
Pretty,
bag.
pretty funny.
Or you just type holding.
Sack of holding.
It might be.
No, there's just the bag of holding.
Yeah, I didn't know that there was any ones of other sizes.
There's also a handy haversack.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up
Bag
if the
of
handy
chili
haversack's
oil.
bigger.
It's a backpack.
That's not real. Oh no, only 2 cubic feet? No.
Only 2. It's
That
got
feels like
pockets.
less than.
The bag of holding can hold 5 or 64 cubic feet.
I was gonna say
Oh.
I was like, man, only 2. That's not enough for even the bone by itself.
Exactly. I've
By
given
the
you the bag
way,
of holding.
it's got
You-
pockets.
I'm going to edit it slightly.
Okay, all right. I'll let you do your thing.
Um,
Handy Beyond's really cool. Not an advertisement. I just make a statement.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored yet.
okay. It should be customized now. It's not going to say anything directly.
That's fine. Gonna take an hour to reload on my page, so.
That's fair.
Don't crash.
It also can. I'll let you know as well. It's going to take a while. It holds double the cubic feet and double the weight.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Well, I appreciate
Oh,
it. Well, thank you, Uncle
Yeah.
Cloud Eyes.
Yeah. You're welcome.
So, free show, something signed, and return the bones if they are still
If
around.
possible. If
Yeah.
not, something cool.
I think I can accommodate that.
All right. Anything else?
I mean, I think I've already taken up too much of your hospitality.
If you could do me one little favor.
What's that?
I know Captain Squall probably talked to you about this, or at least maybe talk to somebody. But if you could keep Typhoon alive,
I was about to
that'd
say.
be real nice.
I was literally about to be like, keep Typhoon alive.
It's so kind.
He's very capable and able to take care of himself, but if you guys are going after who you're going after, there's a chance that it will get dangerous. And I know I don't want you to stake your life above his, but if you could give everything you got up until that point, you'd have my gratitude.
I don't see that being a problem. Like you said, Ty is a very capable individual, and I think in his time away, he has grown to be more capable. he does lack some discipline, I think, and still finding who he is. But I will try to use my disciplines to help guide him and keep him safe.
So kind.
I can accept that.
It's too nice.
Thank you.
And I'll reach out to do a bro handshake. Yep. It's either that or it's like the Arnold Schwarzenegger, like the flexing.
So the fact that he's strong, but he's wizards.
Still, it's the flexing that matters.
Yes.
Oh, so sweet.
All right, and you leave.
Yeah.
So we will cut to you guys getting ready to make port.
Is that other displacer cat okay? I get knocked out. I was wondering about that last
Oh, he's
session.
good. He's not dead.
I was just wondering. I forgot to ask.
No, he's not dead. He's alive.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to spend my time hanging out and taking in as much time with everybody.
Okay.
There's one thing I would like to do.
Yep. Hit me with it.
If I could, I would like to find Whisper.
Okay. Roll me.
I know she doesn't want herself to be seen.
Roll me an investigation or perception.
I'm
All
looking,
right.
obviously.
Do. Which one is better? Definitely perception. I wasted a natural 20 for that. 24.
Dude. You're going around and you start looking top down, and as you get down to the cargo hold once again, just out of the corner of your eye, you find this little like hidey spot where stuff has been shifted. You've been down here enough running
Yeah.
the organization. You're like, that wasn't there before.
Rest in peace, Red Eyes.
Do you just approach or do you walk up quietly? Because right now you can tell she's in there, but you don't know if she knows you're there.
If there's any like wall around, I would like to give it a little knock as to like, not completely catch her by surprise, but to announce my presence.
You just hear, oh shit, fuck.
Hey. Hello.
Hi. You hear like fumbling of something. Shit. Fuck.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just. She'll like move one of the boxes to the side. I'm trying to build a goodbye basket for Typhoon.
No.
What the fuck? You're gonna make me cry.
All right, so we
I'm
get
really
sure we have to beat the
I'm-
shit out of him just to prove a point.
I'm terrible at making gifts.
Here,
That's so cute.
would you like some help?
Please.
All right. So you see this loop right here? You gotta thread it through, but like ever so slightly, and make not too tight of a knot, but just tight enough. And I
See,
take a
I
moment
can-
to
I
like
make-
help her.
I make knots that are meant to like hold and strangle people or for
Yeah.
a ship, not pretty ones.
I'll help you out a bit.
You take some
Um,
time to help
yeah.
Whisper.
Um,
It's a bunch of things from the ship that like from around the world that she explains are like Typhoon's favorites growing up when they were like teenagers when she joined.
Yeah, I'll definitely help with like the more structural parts, making sure like it actually stays together. But definitely leaving all the artistic direction to her. And as we're going, I'll just say, hey, just wanted to say thanks for keeping me thanks for keeping me company. All those times.
You're welcome. I just know what it's like to not really fit in for a while.
Yeah, definitely. Question for DM.
Hmm?
So I don't know if I misheard you last session, but you said something that kind of alluded to now that the fight is over, people have begun to be let on to my my quote unquote loner antics as not being
That wasn't no.
so
It's not
much.
so much the. It's not so much they read into and they're like loner antics or not. You're not actually a loner. It's more of they just accept you for who you are. Like they accept
Okay.
Whisper
Okay.
for who
Okay.
she is. So they
Okay.
don't know anything about your history or anything. Like the only people who
Okay.
know about that are Captain Squall, Cloud Eyes, and Lysandra.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, that really meant a lot. From one person who doesn't feel like they belong to another.
Well, you're welcome, and you probably assume, but you're welcome on the ship anytime.
Thanks. I can probably tell. Well, yeah, duh. She's. You said
Making a
that
gift
as
basket.
she's. Yeah, as she's making this, she was telling me about Ty, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know how long we'll keep him away, uh, but for what it's worth, I'll try to keep him out of lethal harm.
I told him he's not allowed back until he saves the world. So.
Bar set real high.
I can do it.
Well, here's
So-
prize, right, for defeating the mother chaos.
Whatever the
Earth
fuck she
woman.
is.
Yeah.
But that means that also
Yeah.
goes for you, Teresa. She'll kind of like punch you in the arm. You aren't allowed back on this ship unless we're taking you somewhere important until you kill her.
All right. Man, I just feel like that I could have gone that one good hit in that.
I wasn't there for it, but from what I understand, you were giving it your fucking best out there, and maybe it was one more hit and you could have done it.
You
I don't
ever
know.
just feel like really really shitty, so you like punch a tree or you punch the ground or something?
Felt really shitty, so you took on a job that involved killing the orphanage caretaker because he was embezzling money from the orphanage? No, never done that.
I just stare at her for a moment.
Put your finger down if you've never killed in the orphanage.
I was thinking that too.
I just stare at her. Well, you can't leave it just that.
What do you mean? I've never done.
Alright.
No, I've never done that. I'm not. I take jobs whenever we go to port to raise money and get stuff for the crew and myself, and sometimes that involves killing good people who were secretly bad.
There's a lot of those. There's
Yeah?
one that didn't actually get to kill, but something now that I think about it. she seemed fine at the time, but now that I think about it, there's a little something wasn't quite right. She was kind of like my dad's secretary, and like she I don't know, something fell off, but I hope one day I'll be able to to give her the old 1-2.
Beat the fuck out of her.
Hell yeah.
Sounds like a bitch. You also should take care out there. I know I said take care of Typhoon, but I'd be kind of bummed if any of you guys didn't make it back. And you're not allowed to say anything to him, John.
All right. I'll
He may be snarky, but he's fucking funny with some of his zingers.
Yeah, I mean, it's that like that cold humor that like you don't expect, but then
You don't expect it at all.
it just gets you.
And you just
I know.
every time, especially when Lysander was that was glorious watching that.
Do you think they're fucking?
Oh, I hope not. Last time Lysandra had somebody that she had an on again, off again thing she would not. Shut up.
Well, when I come back, you'll have to tell me if she was talking about him.
Martini night's gonna be weird for a while.
I love it.
And
What, none of you expected the pirate crew to have Martini night, did
I
you?
really didn't.
Wham! Get those stereotypes out of here. You should
everybody's
know
got
better.
their own
Captain
like type
Squall's
of martini.
a bougie bitch.
Fair enough. Got me there.
It's kind of like a tea club, except for it's martinis.
Do they have a book club too?
Cloud Eyes runs one, yes.
Actually, I would 100% would see that.
You would have been forced to attend it for a while.
I believe it.
Anyways, I think yeah, I'd spend that rest of the time helping her out with her little gift basket for her baby boo.
Yeah. You help make it. You use all of you've wrapped many gifts. You've done many things like that. Your father would always have you help him whenever he was wrapping something.
Did a few things for Rin as well, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you make it with what you have. It looks like it's a professional grade done.
Awesome.
I need you to do one more favor for me.
Yeah.
I need you to give him this.
You want me to give him something that you made?
I'm not good with the emotion shit. It's embarrassing. It's not even
But think
like
about it this way, right?
we're dating or anything.
Who would he rather get it from? Me, a stinky old mechanic, or you?
He looks at you. Stinky old mechanic. What are you talking about? You a mechanic? How old are you?
You done fucked up, Ron.
I guess between this imaginary version of you and me, I guess me.
There you go.
Okay. You convinced me, you stinky, gross mechanic man.
I don't know why that's so funny.
You go and you give it to him, and he'll appreciate it. 100%.
Fine, I'm gonna do it now while I have the courage.
Do it.
She'll pick up the bag and begin walking.
I will take a few moments before heading back up myself.
Okay. As you guys get closer and closer into port, you guys can see the port on the horizon, not too far off in the distance. Typhoon.
Huh?
While you're gathering things, you will hear a knock at the door. I imagine this is when like you guys are beginning to pack up your stuff.
I just I'm not gonna ask who is it. I know it has to be someone on the ship.
John, would you be in the room at this time?
Yeah, probably.
So, John, what you see is you will see the bottom half of Whisper in this big basket, and just the basket is pushed into the room, into Typhoon's hands. I found a bunch of stuff around that you like a lot. Take it.
Wait, thank you. That's so sweet. Wait, I had something for you too. Don't run away.
Promise.
She
I know
seems
you're
visibly-
not. I understand. Here, it's okay. Just take this. I'll give her the necklace I was working on too. I just.
Can you describe it?
I was thinking like a green emerald kind of like color necklace, and kind of like the teardrop shape. I don't know why. I just liked it, and I probably would have attempted to do like a family crest on the back, but it probably didn't turn out too well. I don't know. That's up for you. But like how I have my family crest, I don't want to give it away just in case I need it right now. So I would probably I'd attempt to do my family crest on the back, like oh, your family type of thing.
Got it. Okay, I was like, which emblem were you gonna go with? Okay,
Not
So-
like my blood family crest.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you, she will take it from you and look at it. Oh, this is really nice. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it as well.
And she'll like quickly lean in and kiss you on the cheek, and then
I visibly blushing. But
So
if a water
awkward.
cannot see, can blush. I don't know. My
Blood
cheeks are purple.
you get a few. No, I was gonna say you kind of like boil a little bit.
Yeah, visibly blushing.
Water
100%.
I missed it.
Around any
Did we
other
all
woman, I
see
was
this,
fine.
or was this in a private?
I
Technically, if the other side of the hallway, which would be Dragonheart, that'd be your room. If you had your door open
Mm.
during this, then probably.
Probably would be shouting between rooms. So yeah.
So then I'd be like, "Oh, hey Ty, I got you something too," and I'm gonna pull out my bag of holding. My arm will go like shoulder deep into it.
What the
Uh-huh.
fuck?
Where is it? There
How
it is.
are you
there you
doing
go.
that? Fuck you.
Stay humble, motherfucker.
You know what? I was more surprised by the bag. I should have expected them to fuck you.
That was the whole point.
Why do you have an endless bag of holding? I guess that's what that is.
I wouldn't say it's endless.
Hey, I don't know magic stuff, okay?
Yes, me, the man from the land without magic, totally understands magic stuff.
Yeah, well, he told you the title of it. I don't know. Could someone stick their
You're
hand
the
in?
appraisal artist.
I'm a fake appraisal artist, and it's for jewelry. I feel like that's really clear right now where we're at, considering.
Dragonheart's just
Imagine this is this is the
it's the
Yeah,
brotherly
exactly.
banter. Like he just had this incredibly sweet, touching moment, and Dragonheart's been like this brother mode. Like, no, there you go. How do you do that? How do you do that? Fuck you, fuck you. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. We're
You will
family.
notice though, that, like there's the genuine like appreciation of all of that. It's like I love the vibe. I love the energy. So, he's like, this is nice. This is also home.
And that's what he's trying to remind you.
No, I appreciate it.
All right, everyone ready?
Go cry in a corner, happy tears now. Bye. That was so sweet though.
It's a mixture of like jerkies and salty snacks and sweet snacks and a few like bottled drinks.
I'm saving all of it. I'm gonna do it one by one. Take my time with it. Make it last.
Fair enough. Okay, you guys all get ready. While you guys are getting ready to go, Nariana will have you guys all in a group. Hey guys.
Hey.
Alright.
So I was thinking, and I've done a lot of reflecting being this far away from home and being on this ship. Especially with the cleric that they have on the ship. I was talking to Seluna herself, and she was telling me to stay here for a little while.
I have so many questions.
I talked to the captain already. He's okay with it. They're gonna give me my own room. That will be a dry, safe space. And I'm gonna. You guys would not believe the amount of trauma in these people.
I believe it.
No, yeah, she mean like, well, yeah,
I
can believe it.
100%.
So you're leaving a trauma party only to go to an even bigger trauma party.
More people, but I don't think that the trauma's more. Looks at all of you individually.
Look.
I'm fine.
Cries.
It's just when.
Man, I get it. I understand. Just look out for them, okay?
Yeah. I'll let you know if I hear anything while we're out here or whenever I'm ready to come back, okay? If you'll still have me.
Yeah, I mean, if this is what you want to do,
It is. By this time, my mom was in other countries fighting off monsters with apparently a few people. So, yeah.
yeah, you deserve a chance to see the world, to experience things with other people. So I respect your decision. Gonna miss you. Gonna miss your healing.
Yeah, I'll miss healing you guys. Especially you, Dragonheart.
Appreciate all the help.
I'm not going to miss the fact that I can't sleep because your mace glows all night long.
It's like a nightlight.
We tried a bag and it was the fabric on it was too.
What about the bag?
It just say what it. Look, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
then you tried the thicker bag and then the light went through the little fucking grommet and there was like a laser beam right at my face every time.
Dreaming of like some freaking laser or like some monster creeping up on us one time.
No, that's why you were dreaming of disco parties.
What's disco? No kidding.
Well, you don't have to worry about it anymore for at least for a while. Maybe when I rejoin, my mace will, and I will get along more, and it won't shine at night like that.
Being I think it doesn't
maybe.
like me.
Or maybe it wants to shine
Well,
with you.
it does talk about a lot.
Does it talk behind our backs? I don't read. I'm kidding, of
I
course.
mean-
Oh wait, does it?
Yeah, as if no one here in this party has ever talked to someone else behind the party's back.
Fuck them
I
kids.
am not a speak.
I am going to go and give Narya a hug. Just say thanks for giving me therapy and thanks for experiencing a bit of the world with me.
Thanks for being there for me and beating the shit out of everyone in a sick ass way. That goes for you too, Dragonheart.
That's what I do.
Yeah, thanks
Finger
for saving our
guns.
asses too back there. Oh, really? Every time. Yeah. I hope you
don't
have a
get into
good
so
drinking
much
time
trouble.
tonight. There's
And
no
maybe, if you're thinking about, maybe you're at the end of your night, you maybe should think about stop drinking. Maybe you'll think about me and cut back a little bit.
I mean,
Just a little bit.
you see where I was raised? Like,
I do, and I understand.
I don't drink
but maybe...
nearly as much as I have on this entire journey. I don't think. But maybe a little, I guess.
I mean, you got a late start. It's fine.
I can stop a little. Like
Thank
maybe
you.
one less. If you
Now,
drink
I'll take it.
one, you can take the one, right? Okay, fine. You don't have to.
Thank you.
But it was
Dragon
really
Heart
funny
will
that
take it.
one time. That's fair.
Yeah, hilarious. And she'll punch you in the shoulder a little bit.
I just smirk. the DM question too, just because I don't know if I want to talk to her about it. When you say that she talks to Soluna, she's not talking about the same Soluna.
No, there's Saloon.
Saloon.
Soluna. Okay, and that's what I was getting.
I know
mixed
it
up.
was not my deity of choice for the character. There are many moon deities, but that was picked by the player.
Okay, I was just like,
Yeah,
wait,
that's
was like,
my
wait
fault.
a
I called the
minute.
continent Saluna because I got it mixed up with her deity.
Okay.
Saloon,
I
and
just
then
wanted to make sure. I was
Saluna.
like, wait, is there's like a whole ass like connection that we all missed? But never mind. Okay, we're good.
Okay. So you guys say goodbye. She'll give you each a hug. John, she'll tell you to keep being the brains.
John will tell her that he has no other choice, and that he'll
The
check
most
in.
John response. And you guys, she will leave, and you guys are getting ready to get into port. As the ship rolls into the city of Polnared, everyone takes a drink.
Damn it, I'm out.
Thanks.
Got him.
You see that this city is kind of like a more. You've seen like two hooty faluti cities, kind of. It's very much a traditional fantasy, medieval, elven style.
Oh, Jesus.
Polnaret is very hoity-toity. And also very much, not as much built into the trees like somewhere like Duskbell or Loftwood, things like that. It's more of the buildings have been crafted and built in such a way that they naturally fit in. So there are areas where they had to fell trees to build stuff, but they let nature and the forest grow around it. So there are trees, like it's a village in the trees, not inside, but mixed into them. So it's sometimes there's just a tree, just a big tree just in the middle of something, and the road kind of goes to it and then around it and causes like a traffic circle type thing. There are several ships here. Who's ever on deck as you guys are getting into port can roll me a perception check.
Perception.
25.
Oh, I was talking. No wonder no one heard me. That was me.
Oh, what'd you say?
I was like, so if we're all on deck, do we all get a perception check?
Yeah.
Oh, bad. Shit, I dropped it.
Natural 7.
Ooh, 22.
Sorry, no, 24 is the highest.
25.
Excuse me. Would you prefer a lot of detail about the city as you look out, or like what's going on in the port? I don't want to info dump you too much.
I'm cool with the port.
Okay. So as you're looking at the port, you see there are about 3 larger ships, roughly the size of the boat you're in now, in the port, and probably about 15 or so smaller ones, and then a few very small boats. It looks to be a lot of merchant and fishing vessels, but leaving, you see off in the distance, going north, is a larger ship. It's kind of going around and up and around, so you're kind of going out of view a little bit as you're coming into port. It has the symbol of Tiroga on it, like of the national symbol, not a company. And then you will see another ship with an emblem that you very much know.
Dryota.
Dryotas. Now, Dryota is a little bit different. They do have a unified government in the sense of there is somebody who goes and represents them at the Isle of the High Council. But it is 3 people and 3 different emblems, one for the north, one for the middle, one for the south, who elect the one that goes and represents them. This is a modified version of Taroga's, because they each have their own that is of the center, where you're from. So the symbol is this kind of the symbol of like a setting sun. And each of the different ones has to do with, there's a large spire in front of the sun for the north. For yours is a sand dune, and for the bottom is like a savanna grass scene.
Mm-hmm.
So you will see a large sand dune in front of the sun.
Got it.
And they are headed south.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I was gonna say so, but I mean, I imagine I can also just tell that this is a very more elegant elven city.
Yes. And the port, you're gonna come as you come in. It is regulated, much like it was to get into this half of the country. But there seems to be different custom houses that you go into depending on what size of ship you're in.
Right.
For the size that you're in, someone is going to, as you look, you see someone is currently boarding the ship without anyone getting off. That is where you're headed towards, and you will see 2 figures standing at the dock. One is holding a clipboard, wearing, regular deckhand style clothing, while the other one is wearing more of you've seen it before, the border custom patrolled attire, as it is a human customs agent and a lizard folk deckhand waiting for you.
All right. I will lean over to John and be like, I think we might be, well, most of us will be out of our element in a more refined town. Do you want to take the lead with this, being the most presentable of us?
He'll kind of like sigh, just like in that sort of way that's like, great.
Drinehart would catch that and be like, hey, I'm just asking if you want. Look, you know who we're traveling with.
No, that's why I'm saying great. I guess.
I just want to try and handle this as best as we can. We are leaving a riffraff crew to a bit more your speed of things. At least people who have graduated certain schools, unlike some.
All right.
All right.
Yep.
Before we get off, I would also hand Teresa her finished mask and say, it's like, if you want to start wearing this now and start the identity of Displacer, we can go ahead and do that. Again, you would be, if you ask for her real name, you could use Teresa, because there's more than one Teresa in the world, but you can also just go by Displacer, much like I go Dragonheart.
Thank you.
And just
I am honored.
All right. Well, just as a reminder, you are my apprentice. You are learning the ropes. In some cases, quite literally.
Top rope, middle rope, bottom rope.
You're the daughter of a carpenter, and which is why you can be somewhat handy. And but once you discover that you had a knack for fighting, a certain call was made to a certain lineage of mask-wearing fighting fanatics, and a opportunity was given.
And the rest is history.
Should we all go disguise? If there is potential wanted posters out there and they're doing like a check of who's coming off.
That's up to you. I just wanted, seeing how we left this continent for a reason.
Yes.
Oh, that's fair. That's what I was just thinking about. Like, should we be prepared now, or do you think we should be okay?
I will put on the mask.
Your situation, I get. That's
Yes.
fair. John, what do you think?
I mean, unless you have a really good disguise and cover story, it's going to just be worse if they find out you're lying. On the other hand, we do have doppelgangers, so I guess just make sure you have a really good disguise and cover story.
I mean, my cover story is just my history before I became Typhoon, really, so.
Well, that might even be worse in your case, given the circumstances of your family.
But is it really worse? Because, like, the guy, I don't remember his name. At your hometown, he already knows who I am. And if nothing was going to happen by then, would I not be okay now?
Hard to say.
That's fair. Okay. I must. Okay, I'm going to go look and see if I can change it to an, like, look like a different type of Ganassi, water Ganassi person.
As you're, like, doing that, Lysandra will walk by and... What are you doing?
I'm trying to find a disguise just in case we are wanted because of the doppelganger situation.
Probably not a bad idea.
I'm trying to think smarter.
Maybe change up your hairstyle a little bit. We could cut it all off. I think that would be a good look for you. In fact, she'll, like, start going for...
Shape water, I'm just going to make it look short.
No fun.
If
anything...
actually, I mean, even if you did cut it, I could just shape water and make it longer.
We do have connections here, so if you'd like to get in a different way, we could probably bribe one of them.
Make sure it's okay with them first. I don't think we want to go that route, especially John, since this is their slipper and all. I don't know.
I mean, that's fair.
I don't. I'm not smart enough for this. I'm gonna make a bad decision.
It's whatever you'd like to do. I mean, all you have to do is simply let me know, and I will.
I mean, honestly, I do appreciate it. Like, that's really kind of you.
I would just. Yeah, never mind. Fuck it. If you decide to change your mind, let me know. If not, take care. I'd like to at least see what you do in your life.
I appreciate you, Lysan.
Also, tell John he mustn't call me.
Hey, that's okay. I'm not. I got you. Okay.
Thank you.
I will go and tell John about the potential other way of getting in, and also and I'm gonna say it exactly like Lysander said. Also, Lysander says he mustn't call me. Said it just like that. Hesitated a few times, so might be a good thing. I don't know if you want to go on that route.
How would she expect us to communicate with her if I'm not allowed to call her? Not unclear.
Honestly, maybe she just really wants you to call her. Like, playing hard to get might be her thing sometimes. Honestly, she kind of plays hard to get all the time. We don't know if it's banter or if she's flirting. It's very confusing.
He's just gonna pat Typhoon's head, like pat.
I love John.
Typhoon would just smile. He's like, I did something good. I made John smile.
They said don't call them.
Oh, I didn't say he
that
smiled. I
place.
just said he patted your head.
Heart
He
smile.
just
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's like, I did good.
Okay. So you all get into port. What is your choice? Are you going in truthfully? Are you going to fake it till you make it? Or are you going to bribe? You're going to use the connection. That's what we're going to find out right when we get back from this break.
All right, we'll be right back. Bye.
Bye.
And we're back.
Let it rip.
And welcome back. So, have we decided what you guys are going to be doing? Sneaking your way, faking your way in, truthing your way in, or bribing your way in?
I mean, I'm
In
fine
my
with
case.
truthing outside of Teresa's.
Yeah, in my case, I will be default faking.
Okay, then we can truth it. I just wanted to make sure, like, we all know the options are there.
Okay. So as you guys come into port, the port authority will be waiting for you as the gangplank comes down. They will board the ship, and you will see the lizard folk will walk over and begin conversing with Cloud Eyes while Captain Squall walks up to the port authority. They will look at you as they approach. They'll kind of size you guys all up. While they're talking, after a few minutes, they'll come over. So I'm to understand that you were going to disembark the vessel and stay in the Sliver. Is that correct?
Yes.
I will just need your identification in some form. Feel free to speak directly into this, and they'll pull out a small crystal. Whoever wants to go first.
I mean, John will give his name and identification.
Okay.
I guess. I mean, it would be like what? Dragonheart Jr. of Dryota would be.
That is that what? That's what.
Yep.
Okay.
Typhoon.
Okay.
Teresa, the displacer of Taroga.
Okay. So that's the main thing I needed. What you were officially going to go by. Teresa, the displacer from Taroga. Got it. That's what you're in the system as. I say system, but that's in the rudimentary magic database.
There's just like one goblin back at base, just like scribbling it down as it comes in.
Saying things.
Hey, coming in, coming today.
What was that?
As you
Sorry.
all get off, as there you'll be informed of the rules just like you were before. Nothing in the system, you're not flagged for anything. He doesn't ask you to go anywhere or step into any buildings. He just asked that you do not draw your weapons unless defending yourself within the city, and to follow all rules and regulations of the country and the city. And you're free to disembark.
All right.
As you walk off the gangplank down the dock, you will see that as you get closer to the city, and it is about mid-afternoon at this point, probably like 3 or 4, there are quite a few ships like boarding things on off of the dock, waiting until morning to set sail. The individuals running up and down, people shouting at one another. Very lively for being in the middle of the afternoon. There are more ships that appear to be approaching in off of the horizon. That's the word, horizon, and they appear to be all from roughly the same areas of Dryota. Seems to be a caravan of sorts going across the ocean. Walking into town, there is that beautiful meshing of the architecture within the spaces between the trees, built into a way that kind of you can't see the full depth of some of these buildings. They look very narrow, but they are fairly long, but from certain angles you can't quite see. The hustle and bustle is kind of at its peak within the city. Since it is midday, people are doing trades, people are moving various goods in and out of the city. There's a wide range of places that you could go and visit within the city. As you guys said, you would like to find lodging or find, as technically the first, you'd like to find the first wanted board.
That is number one.
So going to a tavern would be a good spot for bounties, or one of the local like sheriff's office, per se.
I would say start with the tavern, because if anything, we can also just get information as far as where to get a place to stay. And also just walking into a sheriff's office with the chance of there being a bounty on you may not be the best option.
But we have come to turn ourselves in.
Like,
Yeah, that would be... What a bold move.
Hey, Sheriff, you looking for anyone? Yeah, you idiot. I mean,
Immediately they're all like, guys, it worked, fire!
I mean, we've been lucky that they didn't flag us immediately, so that's a good sign, but still.
Yeah.
So, tavern would be my vote.
Okay.
Tavern as well. As we go through the towards, does there happen to be like any sort of like news stand where they like have like, you know, where they sell newspapers and stuff? Or
There a boy in a cap just screaming in the street. News here! Get the news here!
is there a town crier?
No, there is not a town crier, but yes, there is a newsstand.
I'd like to make a slight detour, and just real quickly pick up a newspaper.
Any particular one? There are several.
Which one looks like the most official? I'm not looking for any tabloids here. I'm looking for like, you know, official newspapers, something that would tell us of like the recent happenings in this sliver.
So you want an official thing from this sliver of recent events?
Yeah,
Okay.
or something akin to that.
Roll me an investigation as you go around looking at this thing.
Okay. Okay. Could be worse. 14.
Okay, with a 14, you find there is a more official one. It's called the Donstead Herald.
Donstead Herald, right?
And Donstead is the pretty much the head of the country.
Okay.
Or this half of the country, as to say.
All right.
Sam, Zai's brain is just.
I'll just pick that up and show it to whoever's selling it. Just how much?
Oh, I think that's 3 copper. Should be on the back.
Yeah. I will hand over the necessary copper and
Begin
yeah,
reading. Begin walk back to the group.
yeah, walk back. Just newspaper in hand, but yeah.
So, as you walk back, are you reading as you're walking, or are you just?
No, I'm just holding it for until we get to a place.
Okay. So, as you are walking around, is there a particular tavern style? That's a very important question with your group. Because of your eclectic nature, would you like to go more hoity-toity, or would you like to go more rough and tumble?
Rough and tumble is going to be cheaper, I'm sure.
You are correct. But it depends. I just want to give you guys the option.
You know, it's also most under radar. You know?
I mean, that's what I say. You guys got to let me know.
Rough and tumble for
Top,
me.
middle, bottom.
Yep, rough and tumble.
Okay.
Also where rumors are going to have of like crime, I think.
Fair enough.
So you will find that there is, the more rough and tumble, there is a place called the Sylvan Haven. It very much is an older carved wood sign that has not been painted and has seen better days. As you get more into the urban, the construction or resource heavy area, the lumber mills and things like that mixed into the work centric. It appears to be pretty active. Not so much in the sense of super rowdy, but midday people are going in and out of there. Being a tavern in a mostly elvish city, they kind of need to not just serve alcohol. So it serves food as well.
Oh, good.
A semi-wide variety.
I'll have the stew, please.
So you approach it. As you walk in, there are no bouncers or anything like that. It's just a standard. It is a closing door completely. It's not like a traditional saloon style. It is propped open currently. As you guys walk through the city and experience everything going on within the hustle and bustle of it all, there are various people playing games in the streets. There are some street performers. It's a very bustling and active city, but also has a more reserved quality to it. Think of all of those actions I just said and take it back down a notch in intensity.
It's refined.
Yes, but it's not too hoity-toity, especially in this section of the city. But there is a bit of class with it.
I hate it.
No sword swallowing.
Welcome to Polnaret.
I probably would carry myself slightly different too, honestly. Like back when I actually was doing appraisal work, kind of amongst nicer, more refined people, a little bit more straightened back and whatnot.
No one seems to pay you guys any mind as you guys are walking about. No one's looking at you strangely or saying anything. You find it's a very sparsely eclectic city. Certain neighborhoods and things as you walk through are more eclectic with the vibrancy of people from different backgrounds and origins and things of that such, whilst others are a little bit more traditionally what we'd all think of an elven city. But as you walk in, the music that's playing is kind of a little bit of a bump to it. I would say maybe kind of like bossa nova a little bit. There's a little bump to it, but it's more muted than anything. So you walk in. Where would you like to sit? There's no hostess or anything.
I guess wherever can seat all of us.
Quiet corner.
That's what I'm asking you. Want the quiet corner? Do you want just a table, or do you want to sit at the bar? It's roughly an Applebee's.
I guess a quiet corner in the Applebee's. We can always go to the bar, in order or get information.
Yeah,
maybe.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys find your quiet little corner. It's not too long before appears to be a kind of like Claw as a shifter. You can't quite tell because they're, unlike Claw, who is very let it all naturally be, is a little bit more I guess well kept. They appear to be a shifter of a rabbit-ish. They have some low pine-ish features. Hello. Welcome to our inn, or not inn. No, we lost that part. Tavern. Is there anything you want? I can give you a menu. Is there any drink orders we'd like?
Ale to start for me.
An ale.
Okay, got an ale.
I'll
two
have an ale.
ales.
Typhoon will start to order ale, then you're like, God, I'll get a tea this time. Because of what Nari said.
Okay, a tea. And for you,
Water.
water. 2 alcoholic. 2. You guys are above 18. Yeah, you guys are good.
Ain't no way.
Except for Claw.
You got
Claw will. She'll look at Claw. They'll kind of have that same moment where it's like, bzz, or like, okay. Hey, we're getting ready.
Hey!
Hey!
Welcome,
DM
everyone.
Wolf.
You just showed up as the group got into a super nice, very nice, not totally, was shut down for a few weeks by the health department tavern.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
You guys wanted rough and tumble.
Totally not, doesn't have a condemned inn attached to the building.
It sounds like the best place to stay.
Uh-huh.
Less frying ice.
Fantastic.
Indeed. Hello, Raiders. Thank you for joining us for Slivers of Fate.
Yeah.
Transition.
Transition.
Is this in Tran?
What?
Oh.
So, you guys have a few minutes. She will come back with your drinks, and I am going to send you guys the
Menu?
menu. Because I know how much you guys absolutely love these.
Yes, we
Still
do.
never
Thank
as
you.
good as size.
Listen.
He can learn. Dear God.
Oh boy.
Best rat burger I've ever had.
How long did it take?
Not super long.
Ooh.
Please keep in mind that you do have money, and these things cost money.
Yeah.
We don't have a
I'm
job.
just reading. It sounds good.
We have money.
Some of us have money.
Wild.
You should have tons of money. I gave you guys.
Not gonna lie, I actually have a lot. I'm just trying to save as much as possible.
Yeah, you guys should have a bunch because I gave you some. Well, technically, I
Wild.
didn't.
Money in Brandon's campaign.
Right.
Hey now. Don't
I mean-
need none of that.
Well, I can't complain. I just got a massive bag of holding for free. So
Yeah, you did.
Very fair,
That is very fair.
all it cost me was bones.
While
What
we're
a weird
settling,
sentence.
Bag for
I know what
bones.
I'm wondering.
I like to pull out my newspaper that I bought and just read it through. Not skimming, but not too detailed. Just see if any of the headlines catch my eye.
Okay, so you're scanning. You're pulling it.
Scanning.
You're pulling a John. Not important. Good. So as you are scanning through, you see a few headlines of note. One is tensions with the North grow as a small faction of Northern Council has defected and refuses to vote on issues. You also see a picture, it's a drawing of a masked individual.
Aw.
The no.
Controversy in Anel. Speculation of years of cheating.
Oh, that's not.
Oh.
And it is
Do
talking
I-
about Dragonheart Senior.
Oh.
Mind you, you're the only one reading this right now.
Yeah,
They've been
I'm just-
accusing him of that for years because he keeps winning. That's the only thing you can do is accuse a man of cheating when he wins.
Just
Crazy.
hey, Dragonheart.
Yeah.
I think you might want to take a look at this. I hand him the newspaper and point to the disparaging article of question.
Now, is this new information, or is it literally like I said, or he accused a successful man of cheating?
No, I will say you would know that this is a little bit more serious because there are newspapers. There are like kind of like WWE tabloids.
It's
type
tablet.
for the Ring of Enel and the various wrestling syndicates and things like that. There are tabloids like that, but for a paper like this to pick it up, there has to be some ramification outside of, is he cheating? Like there's a larger, like if he has been cheating, larger consequences.
He's clear. He has honor.
All right.
Look, it's his son who sees his dad as a superhero. He's gonna be like, poppycock.
Poppycock.
My father's a man of honor. They are just trying to besmirch his name. I told you that's what they'll do.
Oh my god.
So, would you like this paper so you can burn? Wait.
Burn
wait,
it?
Burn it.
Please don't burn the paper in the tavern.
Wait, no,
I wouldn't think of
okay.
it.
Don't burn the paper in the city.
Yeah, that does feel
Wanna-
like that would be against the rules.
That's not an image.
Just starting a fire. Just randomly.
If Dragonheart doesn't seem to make a big fuss over it, I will continue to read.
Okay.
Yeah,
there's
Dragonheart's kind of
anything-
naive when it comes to his dad.
There's not really any other articles that really come of note that you'd have personal interest in. There's some of the other articles have to do with a new tax proposal from the Isle of the High Council, a new pickup of the railway station over in Planetara. Nothing too crazy.
Is there a wanted section of like
No.
these people?
These
No.
people.
Be careful of these individuals, and they're just poorly drawn caricatures of you guys.
It's like One Piece.
Man seeking woman in the back must be strong enough to lift for high shelves.
No. Yeah, that's about it.
All right.
So
I will
yep.
pocket that and save for later.
She will come back and when you guys are in order, she'll bring your drinks. She'll also bring you guys who ordered alcohol, water.
Hydrate.
Is there anything you would like to order?
I joked about it earlier, but I'll have the elven woodland stew.
I know. I know. I'm aware of what you did.
I have
All
the
right.
Moon Shadow grilled salmon with the Moon Shadow elation. I just kind of curious.
Alana, okay, you're going for the Moon Shadow special. Okay.
Shiro heard Moon Shadow, and he was like, I have to get everything
Actually,
with that name.
I didn't even see the name until after I saw the meals. Like, these both sound amazing. I was like, oh, Moon.
He was like, Moon Shadow was the name of one of my other rogues, so I have to choose.
not yet, but it's the name of a weapon of mine.
Okay.
I'll take another bowl of that stew.
Okay.
Spring rolls.
I was thinking that too. So
Okay. Claw will probably get the stew as well.
We're simple
Thinking
people.
about, yeah. And then probably more ale. Okay. So if I did my math right on everything, total's going to come out to be 74 silver for everybody.
Jesus Christ.
I'll pay up my 7.
Wow, John's that guy.
Water is actually 50.
Well, no, you ordered multiple stews and they're 10 each.
I was gonna say I'll pay my 10. And how much was the ale?
The ale was if I did it right, it was supposed to be 2 silver for each ale and then 1 for the tea.
I'll pay my 32.
I'll pay
So you guys are each just covering your orders.
Yeah.
As
Solid.
all in suit of everybody else. So.
The food will come out after a little while. Is there anything you guys would like to talk about in the meantime? You are, I said, in a quiet corner. There's no one else around. There's not like a window nearby or anything. You're just after the lunch rush, so it's kind of a little more quiet in here.
All right. Next game plan is find a place to stay. So we may want to ask the waitress when she comes back. I know they mumbled something about not having an inn anymore. So they may still know some other places that they've been diverting people to.
Wait, do we see if there's the wanted wall on this one? I forgot.
I don't think we looked for one when we came in now. So
With
you
the
can...
passive perception of 20, could I notice one?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess you could
With
do
a
that.
passive
cool
of
thing.
16, do I?
I'm just saying, like... Would we have seen one, like, or would I have been able to caught a glimpse of one when we walked in or something? Like...
Yeah, there would be, the Moonlit Nectar Retreat and Lorathil's Whispering Grove.
For a job board?
Both of those have job boards out front of it.
Oh.
I was
Okay.
confused.
I meant like a job board in here, like.
I
Because
thought
you said
meant,
inside taverns would have one
yeah,
as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we were
sorry,
like, while
my
we're
brain
in
was
here. We were
like,
so
yeah, you saw
confused.
something.
I was like, you want us to go to a resort for why?
No, it's
You're gonna
just
do
called
it?
that. But no,
They were
the
just like,
inside-
yeah, do I see one? You were like, yes. Not here, but like 3 blocks away.
Well, that's what I'm
And I
saying.
was like,
Like,
man,
God,
that
fucking
passive
with
of
that
20
God
is
out here,
sick.
come
It's the
on.
fact that I was like, with the passive, have I seen one? And my brain was like, I mean, technically, when you're walking about outside.
I said as we walk.
I know, but my brain just like
No,
deleted
no,
that
no. You know what?
information.
John is just that perceptive.
I guess.
With
No,
a
in
passive
here,
of 20.
There is a smaller job board over by the bar.
So whenever somebody brings up the job board, John's just gonna point.
Ah, there we go. Very perceptive, John. Thank you.
You're welcome, Dragonheart. How nice of you to thank me.
Oh, how nice of you to notice that my thinking was nice.
Oh, thank you for noticing my thinking.
It would be like, I hope
Stop
there's
it.
no black
Cease and
hole.
desist immediately.
Thank you for noticing how nice it was, and I noticed how nice it was that you noticed that I thanked you for the thing.
Reason to cover her ears with a newspaper.
No, that's. I'm just gonna focus on my foods. I hear.
As covers her ears with a newspaper, John will recall that the last thing that he had heard from his contact, Jeffrey, that he had last heard that the party was in Dawnstead prior to them departing Chiroga.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll kind of like, there's nothing in there about, like, gestures to the them.
Yeah, I'll take another scan. Any mention?
Of like things going on crime wise
Dawnstead. Yeah.
at Dawnstead. There is no direct mention of a group of individuals causing issues in Dawnstead in this paper.
Okay. Seems to be people free for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we would eat until the waitress, I imagine, comes back to check on us, as all waitresses tend to do. To which I would, do the polite. Hey, thank you so much. Oh, quick question. We were looking for. We just got into port. We're looking for somewhere to stay for a little bit. We're a little between jobs right now. Is there somewhere that's fairly affordable for a group of 5 of us?
It depends on what you'd consider affordable.
Affordable for people who are between jobs.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, good to know. So Moonlit Nectar's out. Lorethil's is a good one, and then the Verdant Grove is another one. There's a lot of groves.
Are there now?
Well, thank you. And I
Seems to be a
imagine
specialty
checking
of the Sliver.
for jobs, check the boards, I assume.
Yeah, there are some that are posted by like the city and the Sliver itself, but some of them are like individuals based on where you're at.
Okay. Well, I guess
Pretty much people pay the establishment to post the job.
Mm.
And then, they get a return on stuff if people come back.
I would imagine you would recommend starting local before doing anything larger.
I mean, yeah, since you guys aren't established at all, I've never seen you around before or heard of you. She'll look at you guys and be like, "No, I haven't heard anything."
Yeah,
I'd remember
that
these.
Look, I was curious. What that
That's the
looked
look
like.
of I would know if I've heard of you before.
Yeah, there's a lot I could pick up from you guys.
Two of us wearing masks.
So, you all, who's gonna go check the board?
John, would you like to accompany me in looking at the board for work
Sure.
and seeing if anything sticks out as a residential investigator?
Sure.
I don't think I used the word correctly, but
Ty, would you like to accompany me in this wonderful stew?
they both climb into the bowl.
What the fuck?
All right, so I imagine John and I go to the small board to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bring up this tavern's job board. Okay. So there are quite a few on here. None of them seem to be paying, as you look through, anything more than probably 100 gold in total. So nothing too crazy. I mean, that's still pretty good haul for you guys, but nothing too crazy. I'll give you tops. So there is a junior apprentice needed for an artisan for 4 days. There's a security detail that needs done for a week. There is a messenger service for 3 days. There's a garden caretaker, and there is a kind of like clear out patrol for a pack of dire wolves in the area. That one's by the town.
Well, nothing jumps out right ahead of that. We're seeing any of the quietly, I'll say them, doppelgangers.
What'd you say about doppelganger?
You say something.
Yeah, no, you're
I said
completely
domino players. What do you think, John? Should we check out the other boards just to be sure?
Probably.
All right.
So you guys head back?
Yep.
Okay. Guys head back to the table.
All right. So there's only a couple of jobs on this board. Nothing that points us in a particular direction of issues that we are on the lookout for. So John and I will probably check out some of the other boards in town.
Any jobs that we can do?
There's probably a couple that we are, capable of clearing out some dire wolves for the city. Somebody want to learn a new skill for a couple of days because there's an apprentice job, but
I mean, I literally did that for years, but
well, we don't know what it is yet. You don't want to show up.
That's
and-
true.
Hey,
Listen.
could you lift these giant stones by hand for me real quick?
I obviously can.
But again, first things first is a place to stay. I guess the question is, can we trust you guys to get us a place to stay while John and I do that, or
Absolutely.
Why do you don't trust us just to get a place to stay? That's easy. I mean, I have been living by myself for years. I'm just saying, that's
You're
something
not
okay.
wrong.
A
no?
very simple task.
I mean,
No, say it. I see you want to say something. Say it.
you were locked in your own home for a week.
Locked in my own home?
You were in a cabinet on the boat.
Yeah, but that one
Hey,
didn't have to
he had
give a place.
stable logic.
I was gonna say I would have his place to stay regardless.
You're
of
right.
that
He did have
situation.
stable lodging as he was locked in a cupboard in his
I-
own home.
But did I die? Exactly. Did I almost die? We're not talking about that. That's like every day with us. But did I die?
Did I almost
did
die?
not.
Maybe.
See, there
Alright.
you go.
I will complete this task as if my life depended on it.
I don't know about all that, but I will help you find.
I would like a room like my life depends on it, sir. Just Teresa yelling at like inn owners, like
Teresa right down the street. Here.
Sir, yes, sir.
all right. Well
Okay.
then, do you want to check the Grove? It's the only one I remember the name of. That one was a Grove. 'cause it
There
was-
is the it's okay. There is the Nectar Retreat. It had a board. Then there is the Whispering Grove and the Verdant Grove.
Well, I
These are the
meant
ones
the
that just-
cheap one for them to go was that the Verdant
Yeah.
Grove?
Oh yes, the Verdant Grove or the Whispering Grove are the two cheaper ones.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go check them out,
All right.
and then probably let you know which one we decide to go to. That's the only.
All right. We'll meet back here when you guys figure that out, and by then, John and I should be done checking out the work boards.
Okay, so maybe about an hour, give or take, and then we can meet back here.
All right.
Right.
Gonna
Okay,
finish my
so you
food
guys
first,
pay
and
your
then-
tabs as you should, and then you
Yeah.
split off. Which group would like to go first?
Don't make me no difference.
We got this.
All right, we going
Alright.
first. Come here.
Okay, so
Yeah.
between the two, which are you going to go to?
The Verdant Grove.
Hey man, I want to check out the Whispering Grove.
Okay,
It reminds me of home.
Okay.
The first choice already divided.
Like your life depends
Here,
on
we'll
it.
We'll go to Verdant Grove. It's okay.
All right.
Okay.
La, la, la,
Um,
la.
You will take a little time. There are some people who know where this inn is. You guys had a little talk to a few people. As you approach, it is more closer to the outskirts. Closer to, it's still deep within the forest. So I say outskirts of the city area. not so much of the forest.
Hmm.
It is kind of, I mean, it's pretty much to its name. It's a little bit newer looking. It's a little bit flashier. It does have a very verdant growing grove around it. There's a wide variety of larger trees that kind of form up to form like kind of an archway, but more like a dome around it. It's a lot of ivy around it. It has a very tranquil, peaceful vibe to it. It's not very big. The building itself is probably about, in total for a tavern and an inn, probably about an Applebee's and a half.
Okay.
I love that so much.
It's the theme of the campaign.
So a bit
how big is
bigger
it?
than the tavern.
It's
5
just
Applebee's.
so, like, just so pleasing.
It has a lot. Like, it doesn't appear to have any trees cut down to make space for it. It is pretty uniquely built to fit within the forest.
It's like a treehouse.
Kind of. I mean, it does have 2 stories, and that's where the half Applebee's comes in. So walking in, you walk into kind of like a parlor. Ask more like there is a hotel information desk where if you'd like to go to the tavern part, you go into the door to the left. If you'd like to go to the inn, you go up the stairs.
Oh.
Up the stairs we go.
Yeah, up the stairs. I like that as a separation. That's kind of cool.
As we go through, is there any like just quick scan clientele, what they look like? Anything that like I guess I'm asking like bougie, not bougie.
It is humble. It's very much it's nice, but it doesn't seem to be like
Okay.
As you walk up, the walls are adorned with large amounts of ivy and various budding flowers in between, kind of acting as a little bit of like a wallpaper with how dense it is, but also making it feel very much at one with what's around it. As you get up to the top, there is a small little hotel reception area. There is a wood sign in front of it that has a depiction of woodland creatures on the front of the desk. There are what appears to be about 6 rooms. Sitting there is a half elf, kind of just sitting there in a nice little tailored vest and he has rolled up sleeves. He has a button up on, and some fairly nice pants, but very on the casual end. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I think we are looking for, well, obviously, a room to stay at least 1, maybe 2 nights. But do you have anything for groups, or what are your prices for, I guess, bigger rooms versus smaller rooms?
It depends on how many people are in your group. We have our standard room. Right. We have one available right now. We also have the Canopy Suite, which is the room on the end. That one's currently not occupied. And we have the Enchanted Grove retreat. It is a room that's hidden in the trees, actually on top. You can't see it from the ground level because we technically have 3 floors.
Wow, that's actually really cool.
What would fit a group of 5?
Group of 5 all sleeping together in the same room or separate?
Depends on the price.
Theoretically, you could fit 5 people into the standard room. People would have to sleep on the floor on piles. Um,
How much is the canopy room? How
the
many
canopy
people
suite
in
at the
there?
end is roughly for one night. It is 15 gold, but if you stay an extended period of time, we take that down to 8 gold.
What is an extended period of time?
At least 4 nights.
Okay. And how many fit in that in there? Like how many?
You could easily fit people. Some people might have to sleep in the shared living area, but there are 2 separate rooms, and a balcony.
I know we're close sleeping.
Yeah. I look to start and just like thinking like, I'm thinking that might be better
Yeah, that
and comfortable
will
after being on the
probably suit our needs. You said 4 nights would be
take off a gold per a night, so it's
It's 8 gold per night.
so 8 times
8 gold
4.
per night.
Okay, that's what I
I
thought.
set them out to do math. What did I do?
Hey, I'm Asian. I'm good at math. It's 32 gold. Thank you very much. Okay. Yes, we would like to take the canopy. Just pure curiosity. How much is the enchanted one? I just want to know. My own like science purposes.
What was that? I couldn't quite hear you.
I was just saying pure curiosity. Just how much is the enchanted one? Oh, what is
Oh,
that? Oh, it went away.
the enchanted grove is 25 for a single night, and then 15 for extended stay.
Part of my bougie mind says like that's doable, but it's like no, we save my money, we save money, and then yeah, we'll get the canopy suite for 4 nights. That should be
Okay. So you
And-
go to the canopy suite. It's at the back. It's called the canopy suite because you can look out and you're kind of looking out back into the canopy of the grove that is the large. Now that you're actually in, like, able to see behind the building, it is a fairly large outdoor entertainment space with an outdoor bar.
Oh, nice. And
wow.
I do want to just also ask if there is any reason for an extension. Is there any criteria or anything we need to follow with that? Do we need to let you know within a certain amount of time, or how do we go about that if we need to stay longer?
Currently we have no reservations on the books, so just let me know.
Okay, thank you.
If you would like to have a cleaning service come into your room, merely turn the knob on the inside to the right, and it will let us know.
Andy.
Shoot.
Want to go halfsies on this?
Oh yeah, no problem. Sorry, I'm typing this up. It's 16 each.
16 each. Okay.
Yeah.
I will hand out 16, but my senses
I mean,
senses tell me to break it up into like
There it is.
smaller.
I was
smaller.
gonna say, can we look around just to see who is around us or paying attention to us?
Yeah.
besides this-
Currently,
Smaller
it's just
bills.
you guys in this small area.
That's what I was thinking. I'm just gonna slide the.
Thank you.
I'll do 16 and like some gold, but also some silver.
Okay.
I need to get
All
more
right.
silver to do that, so I don't.
Thank you very much. You could probably exchange till with him, so just exchange a reasonable amount
Yeah.
with him.
Okay, yeah.
Here, take all my gold.
Just to make sure, 1 gold
can't-
equals 10 silver, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Here, take my
I'll just-
8 platinum.
I'll do
How much silver can I get with this electrum, please?
3
Get out.
gold or 36.
Ew.
Your money isn't welcome here, filthy wizard.
You filthy wizard.
Yeah, he will give you your room key. It is a standard looking wooden key. It is a very like solid wooden key. And on the end, the actual key part looks like a treetop.
Sorry. Okay, got it. Also, we do have Paul's with us, right? By the way, right? Let's just say.
Nope, you guys just left Claw.
right,
Just
well.
love Claw.
And we have 3 parties.
She's the one holding. She's the one holding the booth.
Oh,
Yep.
You guys are coming
Yep,
back,
yep.
right?
oh yeah. So yeah.
He
that's right,
comes.
we're
The
going back,
other
so we don't
shipper
need to
comes
tell them
over.
all this.
Claw hiss, like not hit, but growls.
Hey, no. Okay. So yeah, we'll go. I say let's go check out the room before we head back, and then Just make sure everything is good to go. Then.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right, cool. We'll just go check out room, make sure everything's good.
So as you go into the room is a very nice room for what it is. It has a little private overlooking balcony over the Grove / entertainment area. It is a very, very breathtaking view. I don't know, you're only a story up, but because of the dome shape that the Grove has taken, you guys are at eye level with a lot of like branches and bird nests and like beautiful accents of nature. It has a fairly nice bathroom. It has a U-shaped sofa in front of what appears to be a fairy fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
So light and a little bit of warmth, but it's not actually the flame.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 2 rooms have 2 queen-size beds in them.
Oh, queen size.
Good. I think Claw would like this place very much.
Yeah, I hope everyone does. Well, you're good to go. You can set down whatever we don't feel like carrying at the time.
While I have you, just little mental health check-in. You doing all right?
You see him pause. Actually, real talk, like all honesty.
Where do I start? It started in my infancy.
When I was a child.
when I
was a young warthog.
When he was a young warthog.
I'll get into like the equivalent of like a therapist chair and
Oh
like
my god!
I'm gonna get onto the cow.
The shades.
I feel
pull out like a notepad from my pocket.
Oh my goodness. All honesty, I feel like he would hesitate to like laugh it off, joke it off, and just like that, like where people are like, haha, I'm fine type of thing. He would hesitate, but then also just like everything everyone's been through together, and kind of like how this bond is slowly forming. He would open up more. I myself am not good at it, but along the lines of just like I'm managing and just trying to work my way through the pieces, kind of like thing. But like he's struggling with it, but he's also kind of distracting himself and just trying to work through it one step at a time, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, you did spend most of what was supposed to be your homecoming in a box.
Yeah, and then that's where like that 1,000-yard stare goes, and he's thinking about it. But yeah, that was definitely experience. Not something I'd wish on anyone, really.
I promise that if something like that, we'll make sure that something like that doesn't happen again.
I appreciate it. It's just like, it's crazy too, like, not to say anything against anyone else out there, any of the family members on the ship or amongst our friends, but it's just like you're inches away. All these people that know you and know who you are, like know the true you and look out for you, love you, support you, but like no one knows. Every time you wake up, there's a hope out there for that someone will notice the difference and help save you, or like you wake up hoping that it's somebody to help you out, right, and then like it wasn't. Then you kind of lose hope after a little bit. Not gonna lie, it was kind of rough there for a moment. But I'm managing.
Yeah, I mean, all I can really say is I promise to do better.
No,
Believe me
fine.
when I say that we truly didn't mean to make you feel like you were forgotten or that you're less.
I mean, I don't blame any one of you, because I mean, I know that the doppelganger was taking my memories and stuff like that. So they had a very accurate representation of how to like act and be around people to try not to like, to sell the bid. Like, I get it. That doesn't change how it felt, but I understand. I don't blame anyone in particular. It's just a rough situation that happened.
When
bad
we
drink
find
sometimes.
when we find them, I promise we'll make them pay.
Oh, I'm gonna make them pay, all right.
We'll make what I did to Chaos Mom look like an ordinary school fight.
No, I want them to suffer as long as I did. yeah, he said that. Dude's pissed off, bro. This shit pissed him off. The fuck? Not gonna let that slide? And he grew up on a pirate ship? Hell no. You have no quarter.
Promise we will not let that slide.
I sure as hell not. And if we find him.
Anyways, that'll be 2 gold.
Oh, you know what? I'm fresh out from paying for this
Just
room.
him.
That's crazy. Let me go find it. I'll be
Same
back
time
soon.
next week?
Yeah. No. I'm kidding. Not at that prices.
This is Teresa's moment, just thinking back to how like Dragonheart does things and like trying to like lighten the mood, but like
No, you're fine. He was joking about you too.
Yeah.
Just like
Alright,
lightheartedness.
we got the room. We should head back and wait for the others.
We can go. Well, I don't really pay for more food right now, but I was gonna say just like go hang out there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I need.
Nurse
to do on the way.
some ale.
I might actually now. I might now. I stopped for tea for 1 drink. I said at least 1 drink. So now
I think Nari
can-
would be proud.
Yeah, right. I'm doing better. I didn't drink instantly, so
Next round's on me.
I will definitely take you up on that.
And I think we'll head out.
Everything's locked and closed. Someone
Just stop by
keeps
the front desk and just say, thank you, the room looks satisfactory. We will be back.
All right, that is absolutely wonderful to hear. If you need anything, the desk is manned from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. And then after that, if you need anything dire, please turn the knob in your room to the left.
Looks at my imaginary pocket watch. All right, thank you.
I imagine Teresa would have a
I
watch.
feel like you would. I thought you would.
An internal clock,
Yeah.
as it were.
Internal.
Let me check the time. Close his eyes. All right, got it.
No, I meant an actual pocket watch your father probably made.
Yeah. I think she would.
Yeah.
Alright, head back.
So you guys head back. Meanwhile,
That took like less than an hour.
well, you guys got to factor in walking time.
You're walking.
Took you about 15 minutes to find it.
Fair enough.
So you're only going to really be gone after everything. Depending on how long, if they take a true hour, you guys will be back with like 20 minutes to spare. So not too much.
Why did they think we couldn't manage?
Meanwhile, in an alternate timeline, flames erupt from the city.
That's just villain typhoon. That's why.
A Tarask emerges from the wilds.
I'm actually Poseidon son in that one.
Part of me half expect you guys to try to find the condemned inn. And they're like, look, we don't have to pay for anything if we stay here. We just have to sneak in.
No, Typhoon, his father is bougie. Typhoon is also bougie. Dude's been stealing like jewelry from people left and right, just no one's done it.
I
Like
grew
in
up with
his
sand in my
past,
shorts.
it's been a while.
Stand in
No,
your
now
shorts.
I'm itching. I'm itching. I'm kidding.
Okay. So you walk back. There's no real issues. Threw my mouse on the floor.
Why'd you do that?
The other group.
That's us.
Which of the job boards I talked about would you want to go to?
Close this one.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Quick and easy.
Pragmatic.
Okay. So for that one, is the closest one, if I am correct, would be the Whispering Grove.
I'd hope
The
you're
other-
correct.
Yes. I have to look at the map.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm so glad you said it, though.
Lord knows I don't know.
You're the DM. I hope you're correct.
You could be incorrect and then tell
we
us, and
never
you would be correct.
know.
Yes, you know what? You know what? Rocks fall, you guys. Lumber falls.
Well, it's been fun, guys.
Well,
We'll go ahead and
this has
end the
been great.
stream.
All right,
We'll
later.
see you guys later. We'll start
Deuces.
hitting buttons.
So yes, it's the other grove. They have their board is on the outside.
Got it.
In like a glass case.
Cool.
That we perceived with a passive 20.
Yeah, so with the passive of 20. Yeah, we'll read the board.
Yeah, we'll read the board. Do we notice
Okay.
anything immediately about bounties for certain individuals that look like us?
With your passive insight and investigation of 36 bajillion.
The bullshittery.
My passive investigation's only a 23.
So you passively investigate it while Dragonheart's like, oh, that's a lot of words.
Too bad I'm not reading them.
Whereas John is just like, you know this says shit, right? I'm
name is
passively
Jared.
investigating
Right
this
there.
board as you concentrate.
Dragonheart would be tunnel visioning so hard.
Like John points out, this is an A. It makes the ah sound.
It would be
I
more
know that
like
it has a
it'd be
little
more
hat.
like Dragonheart being like, "There's so many letters, I can't read it all." And John's like, "I'll tell you what it says." Oh, it's a bunch of bullshit. You're fine.
I know what an A is. My name has it in it.
That's very good.
It's the only letters I know are the ones in my name.
That'd be terrifying.
It would be.
Okay, so you see there's another security. Sorry, you guys want to know specifics. There is one thing mentioning information about the Order of Tarts
Cool.
and their whereabouts, but there are no physical descriptions.
Cool. We're gonna read that one.
Okay.
No, we're gonna skip that shit.
No, fuck it.
Who needs it?
Ignorance
am I
is
right?
bliss.
We're not the Order of Tards. We're the badass crew.
We're the Peanut Express.
The Peanut
That's what it
Express.
was.
That's what it
Excuse you.
was.
And
Did
I
we leave
imagine
the
that
horses
the
on the
train.
ship?
Oh fuck! What about our horses?
We left the horses on the ship.
Where's Peanut and Frankie?
I sent Claw to go get them.
Yeah, sure. Claw will remember. Claw, like midway through this with her hours, she's just sitting there with her eyes.
The horses. I'm not used to having horses this long.
I know,
so
right? They usually fuck
Yeah.
off before now.
usually Brandon kills them by now.
Hey, 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 hey! I still can.
Well, then that's just a new vengeance mission we have. Like, you killed Ren, you're dead. You killed Peanut, you're dead. Vengeance will be mine.
Yeah,
Bunch
fuck
of
this.
Aarakocra
Fuck this
cocks.
chaos
Fuck the mother
primordial
of
entity.
truth.
We're gonna find who killed the fucking horse.
That's how it should be. That's how it should be. It's a bunch of hawk Aarakocrans who just hate horses.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for some like council of hawk Aarakocrans to show up and just be like, "We are the council of hawks." Ah, Peanut was right about you, fucker.
All right, so fun one-shot idea that's non-canon to the universe is we can do that with your characters.
Yeah.
No, we're all horse people.
We will set up a
It's
side
centaurs.
Centaurs versus hawk
Aarakocrans.
Aarakocrans. There's a bitter rivalry.
There we go. We'll do
Can I
a
be a
one-shot in canon,
unicorn?
in universe, over on Planetera for this mission.
All right, we need to think of the best puns for this.
Yeah,
Can
that's
I
it.
be
You guys,
a
we'll figure out when to do
unicorn?
this one-shot.
Hey,
if you want to
hey,
see this
hey,
one-shot,
hey.
make sure you follow.
Hey, it's a good idea. Hey. Hey.
Mining.
Okay.
Anyway, so the thing that says the order of the tarts before John gets
Yes.
mad with his passive anger.
Order of the Tarts. This is passive anger of 60 bajillion.
Oh, I'll put that as a stat. Hold on.
Perfect. Passive anger. You should set that at least a 35. Is asking if you have any information to report to one of the guard houses, and speak directly to the Dawnstead office.
Does it give any implication of is they're looking for their assistance or looking to have them arrested?
Or killed.
It does appear that it looks like they're asking for assistance, but it's assistance and information about a recent theft. So, John, with your co-op background, and I already know you're gonna roll cop. Go ahead and roll cop.
80 bajillion.
What do you think? I'm new here.
57.
That's a lot of math.
Okay.
Rolled a 57 on my cop roll, which is actually pretty low, all things considered.
So, yeah, you rolled 57 on that. And it's pretty easy to figure out that they want information from you guys because they believe that you guys did it. But they also know that you're somewhat heroes. So they believe that you had something to do with it.
You said this is behind glass.
Mm-hmm.
No, no.
Heat the glass.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, John will point that out to Dragonheart.
Well, like, might give us. Does it have a post date of like when it went up or like when the theft occurred?
It has to. They do say it has to do with connection of a crime that happened roughly 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, and it has a location on it.
Dawnstead.
I'm just verifying so that Dragonheart.
No, I know. I'm just letting you know. Dawnstead.
It's like, okay, so we know 3 weeks ago it's possible that they're still active, as close as Dawnstead.
Looking for any other jobs?
Is there anything else of like local note?
Indeed. There is somebody asking for help in research of a local magical beast in tracking it and capturing it safely for study. That would be 200 gold upon successful completion. There is a moonlit concert security detail they're asking for. It's one night for 100 gold, and if the night goes off with no rabble rousing or anything, it's an extra 50. There is someone would like help restoring their arcane library. If you're able to do a thorough enough job to their standards, they would pay 60 gold a night. It would be an overnight shift. And then there is maintenance on the observatory in the canopy.
I'll take note of those.
Better be taking notes. I'm not going to be digging through those.
No, I'm not really going to be taking notes.
Well, then, good luck.
All right.
I was gonna ask if you could just copy and paste that into the server. I'm not gonna like all of the because they're gonna check more boards probably. There's gonna be a lot of things.
Okay,
there's only
all...
there's one other board that we were going to check that we passively noticed.
That's still 3 like boards of just jobs. That's just like it'd be easier. Just
I remember the dire wolves den that we're clearing out. I remember that one.
I remember like a few of them, but just next week I probably won't.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I will post them before next week.
No,
No worries.
Because I also have notes in there about my notes, not just title heads.
You can share that too. That's fine.
No.
All right. I guess we'll check the other board that we that John saw. I'm not going to say we. I didn't notice shit.
Wow, this city's pretty cool.
Oh man, this is pretty hoity-toity. Even the stew is expensive and fancy.
And silver is not expensive. I normally charge you guys full
That's a-
gold for things.
10 silver is a full gold.
I know, but I mean like full, like 10 gold for meals, not just a gold, like extravagant things. So you go to the Nectar Retreat.
Nectarine.
You find the same sort of postings along the same caliber. There are a few different ones. You will see the same posting about the Order of Tarts. This one is on the inside of the retreat in the reception area. Anyone can come and go to that part, but they are not in glass.
Got it. Okay.
So the one that has the Order of Tarts one on that one?
Yep.
Do we want to try and take that one just to have it?
I mean, I don't know. I think John would kind of be like, or we just don't beat the oats.
I'm glad we're on the same mind track here.
All right. Look, we're kind of a little bit more in your realm of thinking. So, Dragonheart's taking your lead. As much as he's like, let's go do these things, he's definitely leaning on you to be like, okay, you're smarter than I am. So, I'll ask questions.
I'll be asking the questions here.
You're the investigator, I'm the interrogator.
I like that. That's cool.
Apathetic cop, angry cop.
So, you want me to go through those 4 jobs as well?
No, we're not gonna write them down anyway.
Yeah. Well, we have a couple of job ideas.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
We
we
got
got
the
a good
information
thought
about
of
the tarts
things.
that we can at least start to discuss with the group.
Okay. So, you head back after roughly 45 minutes. So you guys get back with about 10 minutes to spare. As you will see, Claw is sitting outside now, talking to the horses. And you will also see the other two, the two that have been there longer. When you come back, Claw is not there. But then eventually you will see Claw through a window, like the front window. You'll see Claw come back with the horses.
I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I fully trust Claw to come back. kind of like just a dog that's just like
Lassie
runs
comes
out,
home
they'll be
eventually.
back. Yeah, they'll be back eventually. I trust them.
Okay. So you all are round up together.
Got the room.
Good. I knew you guys could do it. I believed in you the whole time.
Thank you. Aw,
Why your
thank
fingers
you.
crossed?
What are you talking about? It's a finger exercise.
What do you plan on doing with your fingers, Dragonheart?
You punch with the ends of your knuckles for more pinpoint strikes. If you do it with the with just the middle one, you can hit certain pressure points and lock up a muscle.
Elias extending them right now. Okay.
Keeps the joints healthy.
Yeah.
I call.
We got a big enough place at the Verdant Grove. I think Claw's really gonna like this one.
Where's Claw?
He's right there. Went to the window. They're freaking away.
You're just like, kind of like look into the window.
I got the horses. Frankie and Peanut. That's right. Well, that's smart.
Oh,
At least
yes,
There's so much shit that happened. I'm be honest, kind of forgot that they were on the ship, much less survived everything. So.
yeah,
Right?
there were quite a lot of bugs.
I don't know if these are real horses at this point. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, as far as we
They're
can tell.
probably also primordial beings of chaos.
Oh my god, are they like the step?
We are the
Their
horses from
children.
which all horses descend. We are the horse gods.
We are the
Peanut
horses
and
of
Frankie.
truth.
We are
were
the
kept
horses
In a
of truth.
small pocket on the ship.
They're the stepdaughters of Mother Earth.
Oh my God! Could you imagine? We get to the end, Frankie and Peanut are actually descendants of the Mother of Truth.
One of them's just like, oh yeah, we were like super evil the whole time.
You're like,
Oh, yeah. I'm really sorry about this. The hack thing was just to throw you off your trail.
It was a
We've secretly
diversion.
been-
either that, or
We've
they're just like doing the
secretly
nicest
siphoning your life
rebellion
essence.
against their mother. Like, oh, we were just rebelling against Mom. Yeah, she's been a
Oh,
real
yeah,
pain
so-
recently, and we just wanted to get her off our back.
We
Quite
decided
clearly,
that we
of
weren't
course.
going to be killing you guys anymore. We kind of like it too much. So ride valiantly upon our backs as we ride into death itself to try and fight our mom. Yeah, fuck yeah, kill Mom.
Fuck yeah, kill Mom, get her. Rip her throat out.
Mom's name
That's when
actually
Frankie
Hawk.
doesn't say anything mean. He's just like, yeah, we like you guys. Where Peanut's like, oh yeah, but we'll kill any other motherfucker that has ever breached the souls of our friends. It's like, what happened here?
So much.
All right. Well, I guess we should get the horses to the new location and post up so we can discuss what John and I found.
Okay. So you take it back. They do have, as part of your room fee, since you definitely got what you got, they have a small stable.
I don't trust the way you said that. You definitely got what you got.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Well,
It's like
I
a
mean,
dad reprimanding him.
You get what you get.
You get-
Since you paid for the suite that you paid for, there is boarding for the horses as well, and your
Cool.
cart.
Cool.
So you get back to the room. You will see, now that you're in there for a little bit longer, there are fairy lights that come on, and there is kind of the ceiling of the room itself is very in season with what outside is. So it has a lot of that classic orange and yellow and red and like all of those like tones of solid middle fall.
Looks to Claw. Do they approve?
This will work.
That's great.
There are 2 bedrooms with queen beds. I don't know how we want to split up amongst us, but
Is there a couch?
there's
Yes,
also
there's
a
a
couch.
Ouch.
John will take the couch.
Does John fit
Are
on
you
the
sure?
couch?
Yeah, sure.
That's okay.
It's a pretty large U-shaped couch.
Look, I just gotta
you sure,
check
John?
because
You guys like to cuddle puddle. John doesn't.
Yeah.
So he figures.
I don't
we'll
know.
take the couch.
I have never been in the cuddle puddle.
There's
ever.
also tear stains on the couch from when Typhoon did like
I'm,
Let
Why
him
is the
out.
couch wet?
I'm a water ganassi. I'm sorry, I'm wet literally all the time.
Water's wet.
Water is wet.
I'm
We're not
about to
starting
be.
this again. We're not starting this again.
Ganassis are wet.
Get the fuck out.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream. Everyone have a good. I hold the power.
So you guys have the room to sleeping arrangements, I imagine. Cuddle pile is happening in one room. Typhoon gets one room. John, there is a large chase that can be placed, or not a large ottoman that can be placed in the center of the U to make it like into a bed.
Okay,
That'll work.
that'll do. Look, I always just check because John is like 6'8". Like he.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna
a
give
tall
John the bed. But it's like, couch. Like, all right, okay.
Maybe I'll fit somewhere as he's gangly arms walking. That you made him
not-
sound like he's
I don't
some
like that
Jack
at all.
Skellington monstrosity.
He's walking around like
so
Alistair from Hasbin Hotel, just
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
yes.
Just
I need to watch it.
topical references.
Except with less smiling. Like
less smiling.
oh,
yes.
100%. The opposite.
The inverse. He's the book demon. It's even more
Hey, is John
downgraded from
beating
radio.
Confirmed. Confirmed. If John goes to 9 hells, he becomes the book demon.
all right, fair enough.
I'll investigate your soul.
That's not cool.
Okay. So yes, you're all in the room.
You guys find out anything?
Well, there's a couple of jobs locally, some that could be particularly useful for some of us. Nothing too crazy pay-wise. Some of it are groups, some of it are individuals. But we did come across one that was posted twice. in the two places we looked, that does refer to the Order of Tarts by name.
They basically want the Order of Tarts to come in for questioning because they think that they did something, but Order of Tarts are technically heroes here, whatever, I guess, so they're going through this process to sort of, handle it with kid gloves. Basically, I think your best opportunity is to just not be the Order of Tarts.
Yeah, me too. Like,
Yeah,
that
that's
name
a
literally carries
bad
so much.
idea.
Peanut Express it is.
Why name the group? It makes us easier to find.
You're not wrong.
I'd like not opposed to the name. Like, I'm not opposed. Names are cool. I just like, how quickly Order of Tarts spread? It took like 2 days.
But there was an incident there as recently as a couple of weeks ago, so...
Where is this at?
Which also lines up a little
Donstead.
bit with the intel that I had.
Donstead.
So Donstead, about 3 weeks ago, there was a theft that Order of Tarts are connected with. So that does say that they're at least active.
Have you all been to Donstead before?
No.
No.
Because how close is Donstead to us? I can't move the map because it's...
The map, you are a good chunk
it's up
away.
a lot.
Donstead's on the other side after the Three Lakes. So it's at the southern tip.
Have I ever been
Okay,
to
so
Donstead?
we've never been that south before.
Use a group? No. Typhoon, you probably have not been in the city itself.
Okay. I wouldn't know much about it. I was like, I've been nearby, but never in the city.
What do you know about it?
What do I know about it?
Oh, I was
No, I'm asking
directing that towards
asking
John.
the
Yeah,
god.
no, I was gonna say I
Oh,
get
John,
why you
okay.
said it the way you said it.
But
But
I think they're asking John, not me.
What would I know about it?
I say John's just gonna
No.
ask God.
God.
So what you would know about Donstead
John, why are
is
you
that
staring
it
up at the
is
sky?
kind of like the pinnacle of the South. It is the forefront of the political scene. It is where those who want to be seen are seen. It is kind of like I'm trying to think of the best way because in my brain I see it. Kind of think of like the capital from Hunger Games, not so much as crazy and like watch people die, but like,
Politics
like-
and everything.
but like very extravagant and extra if you are in the upper echelon and political scene. If you are not, it is kind of like a little bit of midway style of a lot of markets and trade folks and merchants kind of run the city outside of the political sphere. And it, as Donstead is, it is a vertically built city into one of the few large hills of the area. So there is like a layer and then a layer and then a layer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, John will open his mouth and everything Brandon just said came out.
In Brandon's voice and everything.
As he channels the spirit of
A
Brandon.
dead white dude.
Why dead?
Because he talks to spirits.
Yeah, it would have to.
Oh,
that's
I thought you were
fair.
making the joke that I made the joke with the other guy in the cart that was murdered by Grom.
No, I'm just implying
I know nothing about that.
default player number 3 died and has been channeled through as a ghost.
So yeah, that's what you know.
Goes without saying, but maybe good to reiterate that there are plenty of officials that may or may not have been corrupted / replaced. Don't want to accidentally run in them where they're like, "Ah, we got you."
Yeah. And honestly, it makes sense that they're at Onset if that's really the showy place and, where you're to be seen. Kind of makes sense that they're there trying to cause a bad name for us.
It would be easier if we could get them out of Donstead.
How do you think we can draw them out? Maybe make a name that we're in this city, not that city, or another city.
Potentially. I mean, I'd rather not have them in any city. But
What if we made Innocence a rumor spread? I mean, I'm sure the wave breakers haven't left yet, and if we can get them to start a rumor in another sliver, get them to leave this one and maybe start something over there.
I mean, technically, the term of the Order of Tarts was used in Taroga during this time, technically.
Yeah, but the Order of Tarts was never used in, like, when we were in Veladin or anywhere. We never really said our name, so they didn't know we left the sliver. Maybe that's why they just kept acting up here.
I don't think having them shift to another sliver just to continue doing what they're doing is going to help us.
No, I think it might be better if it is closer to where they are, though, because that runs more of a risk of them continuing the facade that they're us.
Okay. I was just thinking about something that would give us a little bit more time to figure out things. So do we want to go after them? Is that what we're thinking?
Well, if we want to solve the problem, we have to either expose them, or have them arrested, or deal with them some way.
Okay. And that means also whenever we're in public, we really need to make very clear display of our, I guess, how do I word it?
Well, that's the
Goodness.
thing. It's either we are not the Order of Tarts, and we're other people, or we take the route of being the Order of Tarts and lean as hard into it as we can.
I vote not being the Order Tarts just for right now until we can get more information. Or we just change the name altogether.
It also wouldn't hurt until we can get a bit more information, such as what number of Order of Tarts this alludes to. Whether that now includes myself or not.
And he
Yeah.
also Nari just stay behind so they don't know that as well, so.
Well,
Yep.
at any rate, getting information and just existing on the continent would require us to have money. So it may be wise for us to stay a couple of days, work some of these odd jobs locally before moving on. How long do we have the rooms for?
4 days.
Yeah.
But can make extensions as needed.
Well, definitely some of the jobs we had were a mixture of single nights or until the job is done, or multiple nights, so it may be wise for us to start looking at certain jobs. But I think for now, it'd be a good idea to get some rest on non-moving surfaces, such as a bed on a planet, on a continent, not in the water anymore.
I miss this way.
You do catch yourself kind of doing like a little bit of swaying every so often. You're like,
Yep.
Oh,
As
man.
I said it.
Passive anger 6. Was that 60,000?
Well, he said it was 60 billion, but I felt like that was overkill. So
I just saw it pop up on my D&D sheet. This is like John's passive anger 60,019.
okay. John's very passively angry.
Always.
Always.
So you're all gonna take a long rest?
Long rest.
Yeah.
That's good.
yeah.
I'm gonna take the chance to write down like the trip too. Also, I guess my biography at this point.
Yeah, kind of. Doing that, yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna scrap in my scrapbook.
Okay. John, you up to anything?
Nope.
Dragonheart?
Bedtime.
Okay. So as you all go to sleep, Dragonheart,
That's me.
you added some new things to your collection.
I did.
So while you sleep, you find yourself in a large fog-ridden area. It is very much reminiscent of where you've spoken to the dragon before, but right now you kind of feel. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze.
Do it.
You kind of feel like you're gonna sneeze. Good thing I muted. Okay.
At Chew.
I'd sneeze immediately again, yes. You find yourself feeling as if you are up in the air a little bit. Like your feet feel like they're on something semi-structural, but they kind of wobble a little bit.
Walking on sunshine.
There's no sunshine.
Damn.
It is lit, but like from diffused light from how much fog there is around. As you begin to see the shape and the forming of this claw kind of coming out from the fog in front of you. The bones from your bag come out and begin to set themselves in place as skin begins to form around it. The muscle and the scales forming before the visage of the dragon, still in that very soul fire, constantly changing color, but has a little bit more groundedness to it. Not so much ethereal and spiritual, but has a little bit of tangibility. The same changing eyes peering at you, looking literally at your soul, does not say anything. But I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save +8. That is 24.
Hot damn. With a 24,
It's a
you
+8,
see,
man. I'm set
I
up.
know. You kind of have this moment where you're looking at the eyes and like you see them in the fog. There's a little bit of distance between you as this claw is formed in front of you. As the hair on the back of your neck stands up, you instinctually just push yourself to the side as this lightning shoots through. I need you to give me another one.
Shocking, isn't it?
27.
With even more understanding that the situation you're in currently, you are like using the electrical impulses from the ambient lightning through your nervous system into the finger that you've charged before when you showed Cloud Eyes. And you're deftly dodging around, backflipping, dipping, dodging, all of the Ds.
Ducking.
As I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw now.
All right, let's see. That one's only a +3. That is a 17. Oh, so that's a dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, you are kind of taking inspiration from one of the best forms of working with lightning ever. And you're a monk. You see a bolt coming and you realize it's going to hit you eventually. Might as well be a lightning rod of some sort. And instead of, you catch it, and instead of shooting it directly up, you kind of take it for a moment, and where you go from here is up to you. Where would you like to direct this? It can go out of your body however you'd like. Not like that. Have some seriousness with the character growth.
I'm gonna bust!
Everyone just looked at the corner of the eye at the same time.
Shot it out of his.
I just looked up and made eye contact with Sai.
I just literally saw everyone make eye contact.
Well, let's see. Dragonheart's been working on it. So we'll say this. As he kind of balls it, he'll just put his hands together and he'll channel it so it goes down and grounds itself. Rather than very much trying to control it, so that way it's not like, I'm shooting my lasers. It's just very much working on that. Because since he started working with lightning, it's been very much control and movement, not necessarily, look what I can do, boo, boo, boo. So we'll say that he kind of just like centers and then pushes it through his legs into the quote unquote ground where he's standing. I forgot I was floating.
You push it through the soles of your feet, kind of just like letting it diffuse through there. And as you do, you kind of feel yourself become aligned with that the static buildup before the flash of the electricity. You kind of can come into tune with it, where the flame is very powerful and all-consuming, and the ice is very still and controlled and rigid. This one has a little bit of the power with a little bit of the rigidity of the lightning strike itself being quick motions. You feel yourself understanding and being able to draw from that same kind of spark, that ignition of the flame. You can draw out now the electricity, and you are now able to use lightning in your strikes.
Awesome.
Fully.
Woohoo! Yeah, I haven't. I've been making notes on like what emotions are attached to the elements. So electric, I have energy, anxiety, and just movement. So we'll say that channeling that anger that can be fed by anxiety is definitely a good focal point for Dragonheart to focus it on.
Perfect.
Or just
dragon.
excitement.
Yeah. Zap, zap.
There will be that part, but it's very much.
Guys, I'm so excited. I can't. Just vomit lightning.
I can't contain anymore. No, I've been working on trying to make stuff. So, like, I imagine like a lot of it is using the calm of ice that I have to channel that and move it around rather than just let it. It's very much trying to let all the elements work together.
Yeah, I'm all for it. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. As the fog and everything lifts away, you just get a sense of like another connection with the dragon and a sense of pride from it.
Woo-hoo.
All right.
Thank you.
So that's where we're
Daddy.
going to end tonight's episode. We'll come back with next week with you guys deciding what you're going to do for the next 4 days at minimum. Unless you want to waste the money you spent.
No, that was my money. We not wasting it. We staying 4 days.
So you guys have a few days. But before we go, take it away.
Today we play D&D. This will go up on YouTube on Monday.
Monday.
And then we'll be back Friday for more D&D.
Monday.
But if you want to do more stuff, Si, what else can they check out?
Tomorrow night, twitch.tv/the RPG table. Check out Chicago by Night, where we play a bunch of baby kindred who are in way over our heads. Also check it out because we will be having a guest, Fenwick Alcester, the VTuber Demon Moose, who will be joining us from the DC by Night cast. Speaking of DC by Night, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, we will be launching into Season 2, Crypts of the Commonwealth, so get ready to check that out, and that'll be here on Roll Call. And then every other Thursday over at twitch.tv/Ravnos Archon, I am playing in a 7th Sea game. It's been a lot of fun so far learning the system. I am small baby, do not know what do, does not know ABCs, and I don't know how to read, so it's a good time. That'll be every other Thursday, so the next game would be on Thursday the 15th.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Woo!
Anything for the peanut gallery?
Go first.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, there you go.
Okay. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for being here. I can't wait to see what you guys all do now that you are back on terra firma itself.
Solid land.
Solid land.
Although,
That's
how much
alive.
finesse is that?
Apparently.
Yeah, it's alive.
Okay. So,
How much
technically,
finesse
you're not
is
wrong.
that really?
Alrighty, so we'll see you guys next Friday.
okay.
Bye!
Bye.